Trips has become a caberman. Captain Trips celebrates 19 months of membership.
Okay, Devastator Squad, you ready to rock and roll? Learn something new? I am. All right, let's rock and roll. Good evening, Devastators. Happy Monday. Welcome in. Definitely make sure to smash that like button if you haven't already. Please and thank you. It helps us out a lot. Trips, thank you so much, dude, for the 19-month channel resub. Holy moly. Appreciate that so much. Welcome in, guys. Word on the street, there's a new Yu-Gi-Oh format called Yugioh Genesys. What is that? Well, we're going to look at it tonight. We're going to read over what the Genesis is. We're going to look at the rule set, and then we're going to start thinking of decks that we could build and play for this new format, because from my understanding, this is going to be a serious one by Konami. They're investing a lot into this. So very curious to learn about what this is. And man, if it's cool, hopefully, it sees some, I don't know, some steam. What's the word? I guess some steam. Like the Time Wizard stuff did. Hopefully it stays. But any initial thoughts you guys have? I mean, you guys have probably already looked at this in some capacity. What do you think? From what you might have seen already. I don't know. But in lieu of Master Duel tonight, I wanted to take a look at this instead. Maybe this isn't something of interest to the audience, but I'm very interested in something like this. Alternate formats always are going to catch my attention with the Yu-Gi-Oh trading card game, because it's not something that we have in Yu-Gi-Oh, right? We don't have expanded formats. We don't have Vintage, Legacy, Commander. We don't have all this stuff, right? It's just literally advanced Yu-Gi-Oh. That's it, right? There's nothing else. We used to have Speed Duel. We used to have 3v3. We used to have two-player tag team. We got all these different things, but they just don't utilize that anymore. At least, I mean, I haven't been to a YCS or a big event with side events that I paid attention to in a long time outside of YCS Houston earlier this year. But point I'm trying to make is there used to be a lot of side formats in Yu-Gi-Oh, and they just, to my understanding, don't do them anymore. It used to be really, really fun to do these the two-player tag team duels where you had 2-on-2s, where you had 3v3s, which they still, I guess, do a little bit. But I don't know. I mean, let's just explore. Do you think it's healthy? You think they should have broken into the Exceeds, Link Summon, and Synchro formats, with each banning the other two? Haven't seen much besides no Link or Pendulum and a point system. This also would have been a fantastic idea for Time Wizard formats. Ooh, yeah, Time Wizard edition of Genesis actually could be, that's an intriguing one. I guess without further ado, let's just take a quick look over here at what even is Genesis, right? So Genesis, Yu-Gi-Oh Genesis. This is directly from the Yu-Gi-Oh card website, right? So this is the official source for this information. This isn't me just making stuff up. Even though I love to do that. I love to make up my own Yu-Gi-Oh all the time, both when I'm playing and not playing. All right, here we go. What is Genesis? The Genesis rules are simple. No Link monsters or Pendulum monsters are allowed. I like that. I'm not a fan of Link monsters or Pendulum monsters too much. I mean, they're okay, but Link monsters have, for me personally, have always been a big threat to the health of Yu-Gi-Oh. What? Marlon, are you okay, Bubba? Hey, do you need to stop? Hey. Cool your jets, Bubba. Yeah, go for it. Where was I? The dog just interrupted it. Anyways, oh yeah, I was saying about Link Monsters. Yeah, I've always thought Link Monsters were kind of ridiculous. When they first came out, I wasn't a fan. And when I started really playing super serious in 2019 in like the heart and soul of like the TOS format, it was fine. I mean, the Link Monsters weren't broken back then. They got worse and worse and worse over time, especially as they got more generic, I guess. A lot more generic and crazy over time. I don't know. It's each their own. Some people really love and live and die by the Link formats and the Link Monsters, but I'm a huge Salamangreat fan, right? Which is like a 99% Link strategy, but to be fair, I didn't have a choice back when I was playing. So, I mean, I fell in love with a deck that didn't really have any other options, right? So it just kind of is what it is. But my point still stands. I really think Link Monsters kind of really devolved a lot of the health of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I don't mean so in like a toxic way or like cancer or anything like that. Some formats, absolutely yes. But for the most part, what I think about the health of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is it's hard for people to jump in and learn. I cannot tell you how many people, my friends from like the old school days, that came in and said, man, I want to learn Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. I see you have a YouTube channel. I want to play with you. And I talked to them about Link Monsters and they're just like, whoosh, just like glazes over, dude. They're like, what? Link rating? Link materials? The hell are these arrows for? You know, and it's just like, it's so much extra information you have to like digest, right, as a player. You know, for people like us who just play the game all the time, like it's common knowledge. But from people who are trying to like look at Yu-Gi-Oh! From the outside in and don't know anything about it, I think Link Monsters are probably the most complicated mechanic ever created in the game. Because especially because they're so universally used, right? There's just so much generic viability of the Link mechanic, whereas the other mechanics not so much, right? So I think that is this is a very interesting take, is to be banning these straight off the bat, right? Pendulum Monsters, the same kind of thing. It's very complicated to explain to somebody. You need a scale. The hell's a scale? You need 2 of them. What are these numbers? Why is this monster also a spell card? Why does a monster go in the spell and trap zone? The hell's a pendulum summon? Why are these cards in my extra deck face up, right? There's so many additional questions when you try to teach people like what pendulums are. Really is the most convoluted mechanic ever created in the game. Let's get real, you know. Pendulum Monsters, for what it's worth, both really enhanced the gameplay of Yu-Gi-Oh, but also really devolved the whole premise of the game, and it really sped it up to like crazy degrees. For those of you who did not play in the Pendulum era of Yu-Gi-Oh, from the years 2015 through 2017, it's a pretty wild time. Pretty wild time. For sure. But I digress. So this is cool. Right off the bat, these 2 types of mechanics being not allowed, I think is really attractive for casual players or people that are wanting to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Again in some capacity at a semi-competitive level, I guess if you want to call it, but also not being like, what the hell is happening, right? And it's like, I also have like a personal anecdote, again, I can give to this with not just like friends, but also my wife. Like my wife and I played Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot when we first got together. It was during the end of the Exceed era, going into the Pendulum era, and you know, she enjoyed it. She liked Exceed Monsters, she liked Synchros, but as soon as I had started to have to like introduce, once we got into the Link era, she was just like, you lost me, right? Like, what the hell is happening here? And it was even harder back then. For those of you who didn't start with Links, it was way different. We had a different master rule. You couldn't even use your extra deck unless you had the Link arrows pointing to those zones to unlock them. I personally like that a lot more. That's a hot take. I know a lot of people think I'm an absolute monkey, but I thought Yu-Gi-Oh! Was way more strategic with your extra deck and you're placing your cards when you actually had to use the Link monsters specifically to unlock your zones. I thought that was brilliant. But they obviously got rid of that a couple years ago during the COVID era. Now it's just free game back like it used to be, and the Link monsters are just there, right? They give the Link arrows for additional Link summons and or pendulums, and that's it. They don't care about the rest, right? So that's another big change. When you come and look at this Genesis format, you also don't have to think about anything like that. You don't need to worry about having an extra monster zone at all. I read ahead already. No extra monsters or pendulum zones exist on the board, right? Which is a big deal. I mean, I'll see a Savvy welcome in, Deep Perk welcome in as well. Guys, make sure to like the video stream. Please and thank you as you're tuning in. Smash that thumbs up button, please and thank you. It helps out a lot. Let me catch up on the chat here. I could take or leave. The pace of the game is what really burns me out. I mean, that is a big thing, right? The pace of the game, it's only gotten faster and faster over time. Some people argue that no, it's slower. You know, the games are longer and grindier. I mean, if you really break it down turn for turn, it's not really, right? It's the fact that like a lot of the players are producing these combos that take an umpteenth amount of time, you know? It's not necessarily that the games are longer per se in terms of back and back forth turn usage. It's literally just there's so many more cards being flown back and forth on one turn from both players, especially now when we're in a turn zero style game mechanic where they're creating a lot of decks now and cards that allow you to play on your opponent's turn at multiple points during their phases and do a lot of different things. You know, that is a very unique thing to the current iteration of Yu-Gi-Oh right now. Obviously, there's some outliers before with like tier elements or whatever, but I'm just trying as a universal, like pretty much every main deck can do it. It's right now. Like all of the decks are designed to do some sort of turn zero plays. So it's very, very interesting to kind of think about that. D-Perk says, in the same way I jumped into Master Duel a few months ago, I saw Link monsters being a staple in decks, no clue what they were, never used them. See, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I barely synchro summon, D-Perk says. Pendulum, we're freaking nuts, Savvy says. Can we please work out a version of this for Edison? It could be, we could try. I mean, just as a community ourselves, we could try and think of a way we can work out this as a way for like old formats of like card pool specific. It could be kind of interesting to see what kind of values we can put on cards like Caius, Vayu, Dark Grepher, Allure, Allure is already at 1, but like obviously still a power card like Allure, Brain Control, Heavy Storm, Gold Sark, you know, Judgment Dragon, Dark Arm Dragon. Like these cards could still have point values on them, right? So you can be like, I can't play double Caius, Gores, and Dark Armed in my deck. I can only choose like maybe 1 or 2, you know. It could be done, Jazz. I really think that we can do something like that. I would have been okay with that rule if you couldn't extra lock your opponent. Yeah, you linking was a joke. I mean, really was bad. That was bad. I'm gonna play my Dynamorpheus F5 and pass. Yes, F5, pass half your life points to make an unbeatable fusion, right? It's good stuff. You could definitely do that in this format for sure. The standard forbidden limited list is not used, so this is important. There's no ban list. Every card is legal, right? Every card is just legal to play. All those cards can be used except Link Monsters and Pendulums. Usual limit of 3 copies max if any card still applies. So you can just play 3 of any card, you know? Obviously, your mind goes to the broken stuff like, oh, I can play 3 Potted Greeds, 3 Delinquent Duos, 3 Graceful Charities, 3 Painful Choices, 3 Exodia Limbs. I'll just be an FTK freak out here, you know? No. We'll get into that with the points, right? Deck construction uses a point system. Some cards are assigned a point value. Most cards cost 0 points. The total point cost of cards in a main deck, extra, and side combined cannot exceed the point cap for the event. The standard point cap is 100. But events can be run with any point cap or even a 0 point cap. So you can make it like super like jank deck, dude. Like, you know. Yo, the man, the myth, the legend. What's up, dude?
In a minute, how are you guys doing?
Cyrus, good to see you, man. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I'm doing okay, man. I just got back from another baby class, you know. Tonight's was a very heavy, you know, information. It's the actual like birth part, but otherwise doing okay, you know. Recovery. Oh, my wife is feeling, you know, mostly better-ish. I got a little bit of her sickness myself, but I'm like trying to stay, you know, strong. But otherwise, we're doing okay. How about you, man? How have you been? So this is interesting though that there's not a universal point cap. So this means that there's this is like a double-edged sword. The way that I see this, having not a standardized point cap, what I mean by a double-edged sword is it will take away a little bit of the like I guess quote-unquote competitiveness of it, or the universality of like a deck that you could build, because you can make one deck for a 100 point cap that Konami will run at like a YCS or whatever. But then your OTS store will say, we're doing a 500 point version or a 0 point version. And it's just like, man, your deck's completely like either unplayable or just not good enough. Or, you know what? It's kind of cool. I like that there's some flexibility with it. But I think they're probably going to reserve that more at the local level and not at their like big tournament structures. Because I did hear that they are going to be utilizing this at YCSs, and this is going to be something they're going to push. Apparently, they've spent 2 years developing this format behind the scenes, doing a multitude of different types of side events at regionals, YCSs, nationals, and world championships to collect data on how they best want to do this. So this is kind of like the conglomeration of a 2-year think tank of Konami employees running tournament data on side events. Take it as you will, but that's what they said, you know? There were a couple content creators that were privy to this information beforehand at Worlds. People like Joshua Schmidt, Ruggles, like they have these beautiful videos that they put out already on this stuff because, you know, they were told way in advance about what this is and how it works. So kind of interesting. But here's the list. And they said that this list is ever changing, meaning that they, like Master Duel, they'll do maintenance on this list monthly or every other month. So way more frequent than a TCG or an OCG ban list. So kind of interesting that if this list, you know, appears to be a little needing some tweaks here and there, they can make changes. But as you see here, like there's a lot of cards that like, oh wait, Abyss Dweller's banned, well, not in this format, right? But it comes out of 100 point cost value. So if you wanted to play Dweller, you can't play any of these other cards on this list. None. At the standard, you know, 100 point version of the, you know, the game, you can't play any other card, right? So you kind of can go through this list. If you guys want access to this, I'll post this in our Discord. I'll post the link to the list. So I love that a lot of the floodgate cards, like, you know, Abyss Dweller, you know, and the band played on Angel, Anti-Spell, Arcana, Artsword Christia, Protos. I mean, all these like stupid cards that like turn skip you or, you know, make it so you can't literally play the game. They're not banned, obviously, but they are at a 100 point cap. So if you want to play some stupid garbage cards, comes at a price. You can't play 3 of them, you know, which is nice. Because I'm sure there's players that when they said, oh, dude, no banless format, I'm just going to make some degenerate Fossil Dynastun with 3 anti-spells and 3 Rivalry of the Warlords and 3 There Can Be Only Ones and be a complete asshole. I can guarantee you someone out there was thinking like that. Shame on you. Those are the kind of players we don't want around here. In all seriousness, no, that's a good thing that they did that. But kind of cool, though. I mean, like, the first thing you kind of look for is like a deck that you currently like in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! How does it get affected by this? If your deck relies heavily on link summoning, sorry to say you cannot play that deck at all. You know, if you want to look at like a deck like this deck, you know, Sky Strikers, can't play this deck in this format. It's entirely a link-based strategy. Can't play it. My good old Salamandrates, oh, my heart bleeds for you. I can't play. I mean, I guess you technically there are synchros, rituals, and fusions and etc. for Salamandrates. It's one of those rare decks that has every single summoning mechanic built into it, except pendulums. What decks actually have every single summoning mechanic other than DDD? Does any other deck? Odd Eyes. Odd Eyes have everything under the sun. Odd Eyes has every different card of type under the sun. I think it's just Odd Eyes and DDD. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Galactus says I'm like 50-50 on this format. The point system is cool and all, but the no forbidden list worries you. How come? Why does no forbidden list worry you? Dinomorphia, Rex Term. Yeah, see, you can't play your full Dinomorphia deck, right? Rex Term is a 1. You can only play 1 copy of it. It's interesting, right? So it's like, I think there's a lot. It's just kind of like quick. I'm curious what else. What other broken cards are there? Jin. Okay, yeah, obviously it's going to be a 100. Dragon Master Magi is a 100. Oh man, if we can only afford to buy one, right? Dragon's Light, of course. Let's see here. Eclipse Wyvern, hot off the ban list in OCG. Crazy. Someone just bought all of my QCRs of this after the OCG ban list drop. I'm like, why, dude? It's never going to be illegal in the TCG. You are copium if you think this card will be legal again. This card was broken in 2012. It's even more broken in 2025, Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll tell you that, man. I think OCG's in for a rude awakening once Burst Protocol comes out. Man, Rocket and Dragon Link are gonna go freaking crazy, man. Crazy out here with Eclipse Wyvern legal. That's insane. What the heck? But, I mean, I look at I want to play you, Fiber Jar. It's only a 30-point value. I would love to just build decks and just throw random old stupid cards in there that I can never play ever in any format for Yu-Gi-Oh! Unless anybody out there is brave enough to play 2004 Yu-Gi-Oh! With me. Pre-Invasion of Chaos, when I'm talking like Magical Scientist, Fiber Jar, Warrior Beatdown strategies. You know, that's my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Ever. But a lot of people, when I try to invite them to play that, they turn the other way and say, Magical Scientist, Fiber Jar, Painful Choice, you're a freak, these cards are stupid, man. I just, whatever, dude. Just say, okay, Zoomer, move on. Leave the good cards to the Yugi Broomers out here, man. You can go play your Raziel, your Malice cards, man. I'm all about here flipping Fiber Jars. All right, man. Sorry, I'm in a mood to just like be super like low to the ground and just silly tonight, if you can't already tell. But yeah, I mean, this is cool. I'm gonna start. Let's start building some decks. Like, let's start brainstorming some ideas of what kind of things can come to mind. Obviously, for me, Blue Eyes White Dragon screams like I want to look for that on here, and I don't think there's any Blue Eyes cards on here that are relevant in any way, shape, or form. I mean, we'll go through the whole list of stuff, but from just quickly glancing at it, I can't see a single Blue Eyes card on here that matters at all. I mean, Max C's legal and it's only out of 50. You can drop one Max C in your deck, or two if you want to do that. You can drop two Max C's in your deck, right? Look how Metamorphosis is only a 10. Like, this is crazy, man. Like, a card like this being only a 10, you could spam Metamorphosis because Instant Fusion is like way expensive on this form. Instant Fusion is a 100. They don't want you to instant fusion into Norden. That's what I'm saying right here. They don't want you to instant fusion into Elder Entity Norden. For those of you who didn't play Zodiac format, that was absolutely cancer. That interaction was ridiculous. Ridiculous, bro. Stupid. Man, you were abusing Norden like 80 times a turn because he's not once per turn, man. Cracked. That's good, though. You can't do that in this format because instant fusion maxes your points. But Metamorphosis doesn't. Metamorphosis is a very different card, but still really cool to think about that you can use Metamorphosis to cheat out fusion monsters, you know, when you're not having to do other stuff. So it's kind of interesting to kind of think about that, right? I'm already thinking about that. That's really, really cool. But let's see here. Any Primite stuff hit? That's the first thing that goes to my mind. Pot of Greed is only a 30. You could play 3 copies of Pot of Greed for 90 points, guys. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'll put a Pot of Greed in every deck. I'll kind of try to design my deck so I can just play Pot of Greed every time. At least one. Premature Burial only being a 27 is also really insane. This is kind of cool. I wish this card was actually legal in Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't even think that this card would be even good anymore because people don't even play Monster Reborn. Why would they play Premature Burial? Like, okay, but it is what it is. Okay, Lordly Lotus hit as a 33, so I would just play one copy of Lordly Lotus in my Blue Eyes. But that means I can play 3 Drill Beams. I can play 3 Ether Barrels. I could play, Imperial Dragon. Let's see if Sage with Eyes of Blue is on here at all. Thank the Lord they have a heart and they put Tenpai cards on here. I love you. Konami, I love you. You put the stupid cards on here at 100s. Hell yeah. Sangan Summoning 100? Yeah, you ain't playing Tenpai because you can't have Sangan Kaiman in your deck either. Good. Good, man. I love that. That makes me so happy. But yeah, it looks like no Snake Eyes, Ashen Poplar, little 5s. All right, this is cool though, dude. Look at this. Look at this, man. Yo, Speedroid Terror Top at a 3. Why? Just give him a 0. Spell Canceller. Start a Secret Dragon's a 1. Yeah, this is interesting, man. Subsitodes at a 60. Oh no, Trips, you can't play. You can't play frogs, man. You can't play frogs. All the Raziels around here, I've been scanning for these as well. They're all like 20 or 50. Like, you can't play a Raziel deck. They're all like 20 or 25. You know, you can't play a Raziel deck, which is great. Obviously, you're not going to see any of the Malice on here because all of their Link monsters are banned, so it doesn't matter. They're useless, right? They're just going to be like engine fodder for like other stuff. But like, what do you do with them? Really nothing. Wow, Tenpai, Chundra, and Ganroku are hit too. Man, you can't play Tenpai in this format. That makes me happy. I'm sure people were immediately going to playing that deck as well. That's great. Bestial Lubellion is hit. That's good. I mean, this is good. This is cool. I mean, like, there's a lot of good cards I look on here that are like, oh no, it's kind of scary. But at the same time, it's like, if you want to play true King of all calamities, you have to play only one copy, and that's all you can play. You can't play any of these other cards. There's 500 cards on this list, man. It's a lot of cards. A lot of thought went into this. You know, this is really cool. Yo, Savvy, let's go, dude. Wind up carry Zen Matey for 33, but wind up Hunter 75. You can't Hunter loop everybody, bro. He's like, I don't care. I never Hunter looped anyways. I just want my boat back. Yeah, free my boat. There he is, man. You can play 3 boats. Okay, here's a Blue Eyes hit. Wishes for Eyes of Blue is out of 33, so we would have to play like in Master Duel. We'd have to play Pure Eyes map and garbage like that. Bingo, is Bingo Machine Go on here? Let me see. Bingo was his name. Oh, Bingo. Oh, Cyberstein. What did they put you at, man? Only a 27 for Stein, bro. No way, man. That's crazy. That's crazy, Cyberstein, brother. What car was I looking for? Yeah, Bingo Machine. Okay, it's not on here. We can just play 3 bingo machines instead. What about Maiden with Eyes of Blue? Nope, Maiden is not on the list. About anything Blue Eyes? Anything that says Blue Eyes on it? Nope. What about Spirit with Eyes of Blue? Negative Ghost Rider. Okay, so it's just Wishes. The only card relevant in the Blue Eye strategy is Wishes. I like how Trickle Tactics Talent is a 93. Isn't that funny? Talent is a 93, but Thrust is a 13. But you can't thrust into Delinquent Duo. That's one of the first things I thought. I was like, holy crap, dude, I'm about to thrust into a duo. That's going to feel so damn good. But no, duo's a 100. Duo's a 100, man. You can't do it. Where's Delinquent Duo at? Here we go. Delinquent Duo 100. Hey, you ain't going to thrust into that, Chief. No way. All your Draco Tails are on here, which is interesting. That's very interesting. This one is a head scratcher. Why is D Shifter a 5? You guys can't see because my camera's in the way. Why is D Shifter a 5? One of the most toxic, stupid ass cards ever printed. Why is it only a 5? You're telling me I could throw 3 D Shifter in every deck for 15 points. That's a red flag for me. That one I think is a little bit of a red flag. I guess there's not a lot of decks that can like benefit from D-Fissure per se. I mean, we'll see, I guess. I mean, for me, immediately the first deck I think of playing with triple D-Shifter and like I saw like Dominus Purge and some of the other hand traps like Ash were like really low values. I also noticed there's not a single Exo-Sister card on here. So this is why I'm getting into this point. I could just play full power Exo-Sisters, man. Completely an Exceed strategy. Could care less about the ban list. And I can play 3 shifters for 15 and just use all of my points for non-engine because there's not a single Exo-Sister card on here. None that I can see. And let's look further, but I'm pretty sure at first glance not a single Exo-Sister card was on here. Correct. There's none. They would all be right here. It would say Exo-Sister Michaelis, Exo-Sister, Irene, etc. They would all be right here. So that's a deck that I would be 100% down to like put together for this format right away. Exo-Sister is one of my favorite decks of like the modern Yu-Gi-Oh era. I love that deck a lot. I'll happily dust those cards off to play this. Holy moly, that deck would be crazy in here if you really think about it. Because like, look at the Dominus cards. They put Impulse at a 30, but Purge is only a 10. Purge is only a 10. Sick. That's great. That is really, really good. Yeah, you can't do your Psychic spam because E-Telly is at a 40, which is, to be fair, it's good. I mean, this card is you got to think that having every card legal, cards like this that are not once per turn, that are freebies, that can just get you anything to make bodies an advantage, need to be checked. Those cards should be assessed. I really think that's a good idea. Is 40 too high? I don't know, but this makes it so you can't play a playset of them, so it's going to hurt your consistency. The whole point that I want to say with the point system, no pun intended there, but the whole point of these points is to really reward deck building design and also at the same time takes away consistency from so much stuff, right? And also, it really evens the playing field where a lot of bullcrap cards that we just hate, right? Like Anti-Spell, Skill Drain, Soul Drain, you know, there can be only 1Ds. Stupid crap like this, you can play one copy and that's it. And you can only play one of those cards. You can't play all of them, right, at one copy. It's just one or the other, you know? But then you can't play any other card on the list. So it's honestly a really cool thing. Like I can't help but look at this and just be like, this is a brilliant idea. Why didn't we have something like this a long time ago? Yakov, welcome in. You're trying to figure out a list for yourself. Vanquish Soul without Rock the Vanquisher is goated. I mean, yeah, I don't think any of the Vanquish Soul cards are on here. Let's see here. Looking for like Raisin. Nope. Vanquish Souls, TUV. Yeah, no Vanquish Soul cards. Yeah, you can play Vanquish Soul then at full power. Obviously, you don't have the Link monster, but the Rock of the Vanquisher is honestly not even a needed card. It really doesn't help too much. This is funny though. The Tyrant Neptune out of 100, obviously, because it's an FTK. There can be only D's nuts, of course. The Melody of Awakening Dragon is a 33. Oh, so I can't just like search out Chaos Emperor Dragon and Blue Eyes Alternative? Man, that hurts my soul. Yeah, the canines are on here. Every canine card is on here that's like that's relevant. Of course, every Vanities card has to be 100. These are all floodgates, you know, can't special summon, can't special summon, can't special summon. They're floodgate cards. I mean, it makes sense that they're all 100s for sure. Dark Arm Dragon at 3 seems broken. In the right deck, for sure, you can just have triple Dark Arm. Dark Arm Dragon is not on here. That's a very good point to make, right? Triple Dark Arm Dragon, right? Dark Arm Dragon is not on here. They only put Dark End Evaporation Dragon on here. So triple Dark Armed Dragon is honestly very relevant. For those who didn't play 2007 and 2008 Yu-Gi-Oh! When Dark Arm was at 3 and at 2 and was the most cracked card in existence outside of Crush Card and Gold Sarcophagus, if you could afford to even own those cards, let alone a Dark Arm Dragon, but the point still stands. Dark Arm was broken. That card warped Yu-Gi-Oh! For 5 years straight. 5 years decks were building. Just Dark Arm existing was scary. The card was ridiculously powerful. It was a massive game warping card. And I mean, we don't see it in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! It's at 3, but like there's no deck that really cares or facilitates it. I mean, also every deck has like Veilers and Imperms, so the Dark Arm's just gonna get negated. It doesn't matter. But like in a format where hand traps are all on here at like 5s, 10s, 15s, or 20, 25, 30s, you know, like all the hand traps are like heavily like handicapped a bit. That's cool. I mean, it gives you more. It's okay. Again, here's another aside. We got to look at a couple other cards here because some cards that come to my mind here. I got to think of like what other broken combo strategies don't need Link monsters in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Memento, right? That's a deck that really, I mean, what does it need? Cross Sheep? Does it need to do the links at all? Or can it just utilize its entire engine? Should we see even the Memento cards on here? Obviously, Mermail won't matter because Mermail needs its links. It needs the 2 Neptibus cards. It needs the Marinsys. It needs all that stuff to play to its fullest potential. So Mermail, I could care less, right? What other broken combo decks exist right now? Rylan, don't go over there. Don't use links. I don't really know. Onomot. I don't even. What is even Onomot? I don't even know what that is. What's Onomot? What even is that deck? That must have came out. That must have came out when I wasn't in Manadium. That's the one I was thinking of. Manadium. That's what I had the whole tangent. Because Manadiums primarily are fusion and synchros. They do have link monsters, however. There's no Manadium cards on here, but maybe some of their field spells or something is on this. Oh, that's another thing too, is the Cash Tiras. Are the Cash Tiras on here at all? Marlene, please go lay down. Not a single Cash Tira. Oh no, they're all hit. Okay, the ones that matter. Rise Heart is a 97. Okay, but you can't use Fenrir and Unicorn in the same deck with a Rise Heart. That's great. This is good. This is good. This is very, very, very good. Onomat. Oh, so this is like the go 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 do 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 ga ga gas? Is that's what it's officially called, is Onomat? So those are good then. That's a rank 4 spam. That's a really good rank 4 spam deck. It's really good actually with Ryziel in the current Yu-Gi-Oh format. It's actually not a bad deck. Last Will at 100. God, there's gotta be. Wait, where's Cannon? Cannon Soldier's gotta be 100. He's gotta be. He's an FTK card. Where's Cannon Soldier? Catapult Turtle's 100. Oh, Cannon Soldier's not even on here, brother. Is that a? Are we in trouble? I don't think so. I feel like they've probably tested. If it took them 2 years to build this list, I'm sure there's been some crazy like anti-FTK heavily thought into building this list, right? There has to be like some heavy like anti-FTK shenanigans. Like a lot of the FTK cards are striked on this at 100, which is really, really good to see. This is sick though, dude. Legit card of safe return at a 40. I could play this card too in Blue Eyes. It'd be really good. Every single time you use Kaiba Man to revive a Blue Eyes, or Maiden comes back from the grave to the board, bro, you're just drawing cards. Just shoot, shoot. It looks cool, man. Like, I don't know. It just old cards like this that are just like inherently crazy that actually would be useful in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! And actually pretty broken. I can just kind of think like this is really, really good. I like this a lot. You know, just like the wheels are spinning because like my Blue Eyes deck is still pretty good on this ban list. Obviously, I would probably honestly sacrifice a lot of my non-engine slots for just broken crap. I just to be able to play Card of Safe Return and Pot of Greed, right? I kind of would rather play those than just like an Ash Blossom. Who wouldn't? Tell me in the chat right now, would you rather have 3 Ashes in your deck or play freaking Pot of Greed? Mike's all yours. My money's on Pot of Greed almost every time. Just to play freaking Pot of Greed, man. The card's been banned since 2005. You say 3 Ashes? You're crazy. Pot of Greed has been banned for 20 years, man. I would not be lying if the only reason I still play GOAT format with people is just because I can activate Pot of Greed. Aside from that, I can give a crap about GOAT format. I would rather play 2004 or 2003 Yu-Gi-Oh! Instead if I want to play that far back. But since that's the only big time wizard format from the era of Pot of Greed, I don't have a choice. But that's my main reason why I still play GOAT. So I can drop my Pot of Greed, bro. I got that ultimate rare first edition. Super nice. Super nice. No, man, I'd pick Pot of Greed any day over 3 Ash all day. Especially when Dominus Purge is only a 10. I can still pay 3 Purge. Purge is cheaper than Ash. Obviously, it makes sense because Purge is like specific to types, where Ash is generic. So it makes sense. But Pot, bro. But Pot, man. I mean, people could Ash your Pot of Greed. That's what's crazy, right? You'd be like, I activate Pot of Greed, Ash. Like, ugh. That'd be great, man. Just imagine the anime memes. I activate Pot of Greed. This card lets me draw 2 more cards. Hold up, I have a hand trap. Kaiba. I activate 5 head from my hand. No. First time Pot of Greed's ever been negated, right? You know. Oh, dude. Valor. Just remove the Raziels from the list? Why? All the Raziels are on here. They need to be on here. They're broken. They're broken. In a format like this for free reign, Raziel being able to just like play with anything just to me sounds scary. Because that engine is arguably ridiculous. Right? Because in a format like this, Exceeds are going to probably be the best summoning mechanic. Right? Exceeds will probably be, what's Cornfield Codal? It's an illusion monster for the illusion Burformet, Retrain. You know, it came out in like Duelist Nexus a couple years ago. It's not a very good deck. I mean, it played pretty dang good with branded cards, but on its own, the illusion cards were not really that good. But Cornfield Codal is a very good card in the strategy, so it is a card that should be checked for sure. For sure. Yeah, it was for the Gazelle, the King of Mythical Beast retrain a few years ago. But Yeah, I remember I was talking to some friends earlier that are Drytron players, and they're like, I can't play Drytron. I was like, why? And I was like, go look at the list. And, oh, yeah, Ben 10, you can't play. Oops, there's Ben 10 on there right there, man. What about Diviner of the Herald? She's on there too, right? She's at a 33, so you just can't play the deck. Your consistency's way down. No, this is cool, man. I truly think this is a really, really awesome idea. I've always wanted to do this, a format that's just like inherently nerfed a lot, and mostly on the cards that we just don't like in Yu-Gi-Oh anyways, right? I just don't like these cards. I don't like Gateway of the Six. This card's stupid, right? I don't like Fossil Dynapachycephalo. The card is nightmare fuel. I don't like Ghost Meets Girl. It skips my turn and I just lose. That's fun. Great. I hate Goes in Match. Like, you know what I mean? Like, these cards, they're not fun. So, like, this is cool, man. Harpy's Featherstorm also. I don't like this card. It's at 100. Nice. Heatwave, same thing. Floodgate at 100. Harpy's Feather Duster at a 33 is kind of cool. That's kind of neat. Heavy Storm at a 25. I'll just play Heavy Storm instead. That's my favorite spell card of all time. If you didn't know that. It's Heavy Storm. I love that card. Blows my mind this card isn't legal in TCG still. Still not legal. I think it's at like 3 in the OCG. Like, come on, man. What are we scared of out here? Okay, so what comes first to your mind, guys? Throw some ideas out there. What decks are you just seeing and thinking about? Like, what should we play? And I was talking a little bit about this with Jazz earlier. He brought up spellbooks because there's nothing for spellbooks checked on this list other than Jowgen. Jowgen is obviously a floodgate, so it's at 100. You know, but Jowgen was only a small piece of the puzzle for how your win condition existed for spellbooks. I mean, it's a really, really good deck overall. With triple Judgment and triple Blue Boy, triple Secret, triple Masters, triple Star Hall. It's a good deck. I could see it doing pretty good. Yeah, it's fully playable on here. Even with the Jowgen, you could put the Jowgen in. You could just literally play like 2013 spellbook and probably do really well. Sky Striker? Well, sadly, you can't play Sky Striker in this format. Their entire extra deck is banned. Sadly, you cannot play your Striker in this format, man. How about Branded? Branded is not playable in this at all. I mean, let's go look and see. I already saw some Branded cards on here. Let's see here. Albion is hit. That's a big one. Let's see. Branded Fusion is hit. Branded Lost is hit. Branded Lost is a 66. That's crazy. So you can play Branded Lost and Branded Fusion and that's it. You're done. You can't play any of the BCOs past that, right? Kind of scary that call by is only a 20. Ugh, the card should have been a 100 for me, but whatever. It's Master Duel things. Charged Light Brigade is hit. That's at a 33. Jazz, you were talking about Light Swarms before. Charged Light Brigade is hit. So it's you could probably only really realistically play 1 or 2 of them, but it is what it is. It's not like the most broken card in the deck anyways. Really, we all know Solar Recharge is the best card in Light Swords, man. For real. Christrons are all hit. That one's that matter. But I mean, just looking at those two I don't have to go down the list. Just having Branded Fusion and Lost as your only cards you can play for your list is just bad news. Don't even bother playing it. Yeah, Substitoad's a 60, so you can't play no frog shenanigans. Technically, you could with just the one, but let's see where's 1 for 1 on here? 1 for 1's got to be on this list. Yeah, 1 for 1's a 91, Chief. Yikes. 1 for 1's a 91, man. That's crazy. So you definitely can't, yeah. Dude, Azathoth and Snake Eyes Sinful Spoils at a 100. Sick. Love it. Love it. Power Seeing Stone at 100? Heck yeah, man. We like to see this. Dude, all the Cyframe gears are on here. Omega's a 100? Yikes. That's crazy. That's crazy. Play Adventure Synchron? You probably could. I don't know if any of those cards are on here. I don't know all those cards by memory. Dude, Royal Magical Library is at a 100 too. That's great. So you can't do Exodia FTK stuff, right? Like, notice how there's no Exodia pieces on here? I think. Let's see. No, not a single piece of Exodia is on here. But whatever. I mean, all the other cards are gonna be. You can't do the turbo shenanigans, right? Because a lot of those draw cards are gonna be like severely impacted. You know. No psychics for you. Why? I mean, you just don't play Omega. You could play the other stuff. You can still play Pep. Psychic and Punisher's only a 20, man. This is the better card, anyways. This card's crazy. This is a game-winning card. Pep is broken, man. The card's broken. Right, Geki's only a 7? Bruh. That's funny, man. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, man. Oof. Rhoda at a 40, yikes. Rescue Ace has hits. Okay. I see you. I just love that all of the Tenpai cards are on here. You cannot play a single version of Tenpai ever because all their cards are 50 or 100s. I just love that. It's just like poetic justice because this deck is such a joke on the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like one of those, like, it's just like a stain in time that just, when I look back on the history of the game and it's just like someone mentions Tenpai, I just get sick to my stomach, like diarrhea deck, literally. No offense if you were a Tenpai player, but deck was a joke, literally a joke. So glad all their cards are just basically banned in this format, man. Whew. Makes me happy. No Malice either. Makes me so happy. I don't have to see Malice either. It's great. It's great. But yeah, for me, the first two decks I want to try and lab right now is Primite Blue Eyes and Exo Sisters. Both those decks have like little to no or no hits on this list at all. And also, Shifter being a 5 cost point, I can play 3 of those in my Exo Sister deck. Just sounds pretty cool. It just sounds pretty cool to me, man. It really does. So let's pull up Yugioh Pro, man, and start building some decks for this format here. I'm very, very curious. Clear. Let's make a new deck here. So let's start with Primite Blue Eyes. So Blue Eyes White Dragon, Genesys. Okay, so obviously we'll start off with our good old Sage with Eyes of Blue. 3 copies. He was not on the list. Maiden was not on the list. Maiden of White, not on the list. Oh, I didn't even check for True Light. It's probably not on there, but we'll check anyways. Is True Light on this? That would actually get kind of annoying if True Light was on here. Okay, it's not. Whew. Sweet. True Light is not on there. Jet Synchro's on it? Oh man, that means you can't play the deck. No, I'm sorry, man. You can play Blue Eyes, dude. Let's put together the Blue Eyes. Obviously, Blue Eyes White Dragon, you know. Started at Kaiba version. We'll play 3 because I think we'll just play Kaiba Man in here, you know? Kaiba Man. This card's crazy, dude. This card is actually so broken. It's such a good card. We can play the Primite stuff. We'll play Imperial, Triple Barrel. Definitely playing that. We could play 1 Roar, 1 Lordly Load, because the Lordly Load is on there as a 33. Play 2 Drill Beams, play a couple Primite Fusions if we want to. Just throw them in. Trying to think what other cards. Laval Quasar. Let's see if what's on there. Was Quasar on there? Shooting Quasar Dragon? No, only Shooting Rizar is. Yeah, you can play it. Wait, Laval Chain's probably a 100 though. Let's see. I'm not surprised if Laval Chain though is a 100, bro. Oh, he's an 80, so you still can't play 2 copies. You can play 1 Laval Chain though, man. At least you can play one of them. You can play one Laval Chain in your deck. That's so awesome. So awesome. See, this is great. You just kind of like really think about like something like this allows old decks to just be playable. You know, it really does. I don't think this is gonna be a format that's gonna be 100% dominated by current Yu-Gi-Oh decks. I really don't. Especially when you could add in that like a lot of old cards that are banned that are holding archetypes back still to be playable again is great. You know, that's really, really cool. Like honestly, dude, I'm not kidding. I think Windups would be a really cool deck in modern Yu-Gi-Oh to retrain. I really don't know why Zen Matey's even banned anymore. You can just ban Wind Up Hunter if you're scared about handle loops. Just put the boat, free the boat, and make new Wind Up cards. I think Wind Up will be a sick deck in Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! I really do. I think the Wind Up strategy is badass. I've always loved that deck. I'm shocked they haven't redone Wind Ups in the Modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, card safe. You can't play it though, sadly. Card safe return. If you're gonna go for that Lavalval chain combo, you can't, because card safe return I think was a 40, right? Let's see. Card safe return was a 40. Let's see here. Yeah, card safe return is a 40, so you can't play both. You can't play both. Just one or the other. Speaking of, yeah, card safe return, I would play that in here for sure. I would definitely play this card. Like, why not, man? Pot of Greed as well. 100% we'd play Pot of Greed, bro, for sure. And look at this Rush Duel full art they have. It's so jealous. So jealous, man. Yeah, Pot of Greed. Now, Avatar, the Pot, and Spirit of the Pot are actually playable cards. They actually do something. That's great, man. We'll play a Pot of Greed deck, you know? You don't even need the chain? Oh, beautiful. Well, from your recollection of the deck, was any of the, you think any, or do you see any of the cards on there? Or any recommendations for you? Dude, honestly, like, I think we can try and cook up psychics in some fashion. I know some of the psychic cards are hit, like E-Telly and like the side frames and stuff, but all of the new psychic support that just came out, I have all that stuff. We could probably cook something up with those, man. Those cards are really good. They're actually broken, in my opinion. They're just, sadly, it's just the wrong time because Yummy and Canine and stuff are just way too good. You know, no other deck is relevant anymore because these decks are just so stupidly broken, man. They're crazy. They're way too good for what they are, right? Psychic Rover. Psychic Rover. Let's take a look, dude. Psychic Rover. LMN. Oh, let's check. Hold on. Let's check Molch Armies. Molch Armies. Bro, the Molch Armies are cheap. Come on, man. All right, that hurts me a little. That makes me upset. That really does make me upset. Molch The best one is a 7. Come on, man. What? This makes me upset, bro. I mean, Max C is legal at a 50. Max C is a 50, so you can play Max C if your deck's low on points. But man, dude, all the Molch Armies are still like low. That sucks. Those should have been these should have been like 25s. You know. These should have been higher, I think. I think these are too. I think this is this is lower than Valor. These are better cards, bro. Actually, no, hold up. When you think about it, though, not every deck is going to be doing what they do in the modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Context. So actually, Molch Armies, in theory, could be absolutely useless. Think about that. When you have something like this, where like basically every deck is free reign that doesn't link or pendulum, right? To an extent, some of the Molch Armies might actually just not be good, right? Side them. There'll be side cards in certain matchups, but otherwise, like as a main deck card, there's gonna be so many like random, weird, bizarre, rogue strategies out there where the Molch Armies are gonna just hurt you more than they're good, right? So they get. I think we can give them a pass on this one. We can give them a pass on this one. Look at summon limit. It's gotta be 100, right? It has to be summon limit. Yeah, summon limit's 100. Good. All the floodgates are at 100. All of them. All the stupid floodgate cards they put at either 50, 60, or 100 from what I've seen so far, which is good because those cards just have no place in the game anymore. They're way too broken for like what they're worth, you know. Is Formula Synchron Rekindling or TB Hyper Librarian on the list? Let's see. All right, TB Hyper Librarian. Yep, Hyper Librarian is a 33. Formula Synchron. Formula Synchron is not on there, so you're good on Formula. Rekindling. I would imagine Rekindling's probably on it just because it's like a not once per turn monster reborn, but we'll see. No, Rekindling's not on there, dude. You're good. You're good. You're good. No, it's not. It's 100. Summon load has a 100 for sure. For sure. No, you're good, man. TB Hyper Librarian is your only one on there, and it's at a 33, so it's a pretty low ranked, you know, card in terms of like that. All right, let's see here. Oh, let's see. Okay, wait. Wishes was a 33. So we'll put one in the deck for now. I'll put these off to the side to see what we can do with that. Wishes was a 33 though. So we don't want to. We don't want to mess too hard with these, which is kind of crazy to think about. But I get it. I mean, it's a super good. It can be Melody of the Awakening Dragon, for crying out loud, is on the list too. For those that don't know it, this card, this card is also on that list. Discard a card, add up to 2 dragon monsters, 3,000 or more attack, and 2,500 or less defense from your deck to your hands. Pretty nasty. Like, I'd be able to search a freaking Chaos Emperor Dragon with this. Obviously, Chaos Emperor Dragon is garbage in modern Yu-Gi-Oh, because they're gonna use the erratas, right, for this stuff. So, oh, did this card get errated? No, it didn't. It's still not once per turn. Sick. Yes. I had some weird feeling in my brain that card save for turn was errated, even though it's not legal still. I just had for some weird inkling that they like just randomly errated it to be a once per turn effect, but they didn't. Cool. We're cooking. This is good. This is great. This is what we want. Jake, welcome in. I've been having fun with my Blue Eyes deck after I added Regenesis to it, man. So good. Regenesis are good. They're good cards. They're crazy good cards, man. They're actually really powerful. Did any of those get on here? I saw the Regenesis Search card was on there. Anything else? Because those are actually cards to explore that we can play in here. Return of the Dragon Lords actually low-key would be good. I love this card. For those that don't know, this is a monster, not once per turn monster reborn for level 7 or 8 dragon monsters. Also, while it's in the graveyard and your opponent would destroy a dragon monster you control by battle or card effect, you can banish that resolution to protect it from being destroyed. Basically like Ryziel Detonator. Sick card. Love this card a lot. It's on as a 10, which is interesting, but this card I think would be potentially played. Yeah, Regenesis, the Search card is a 33, so that kind of hurts. Definitely hurts the consistency. I wouldn't play the Regenesis stuff in this deck then. I'd rather play Lordly Load, because Lordly Load's also a 33. I'd rather have access to all the Primite cards. I think the Primite cards just do way more than Regenesis does in the long run. Especially summoning this guy. You know, being able to use Primite Fusion on this card is nasty. I mean, Primite Fusion you can use for any fusion monster. You know, someone asked me this the other day, like, you know, I know you're going to rebuild Blue Eyes. You said you wanted to play Primate Fusion. Why? Like, you can't even summon anything with that. Wrong. Primate Fusion you can use to summon any dragon fusion monster. Any. Dragon Master Magia, sure, yes. Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon, yes. Like, you could actually summon Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon if you wanted to, right? Any dragon fusion you can summon with the Secretarion, the Hyperbolion, or whatever its name was, the other Floodgate dude. Marlon, please don't step on all those Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But anyways, cool stuff there. Maybe I can make something work with Tellarknights, especially with the new stuff coming out. Okay, yeah, Tellarknights is another good one. I actually need to go and find my Tellarknight cards, because the new cards coming out for that's actually pretty good. They actually have like a crazy nasty hand rip thing you can do. I think that's why they banned Evil Swarm Ouroboros early in the OCG. The card got banned, and I think it might be because of preemptive hit, because you can do some stupid crap with the new Tellarknight stuff. You can just like rip your opponent's like entire hand away. It's because Ouroboros is not once per turn, dude. Of course not, right? Of course. I mean, when it came out, it needed 3 level 4 monsters. I mean, that was hard to do. Now it's just like, it's a joke. It's free. Every deck does that plays level 4s, right? Okay, so what other stuff should we throw in here off the cuff? Wouldn't it be sick to just play Painful Choice in this deck, though? Wouldn't it be great to just play Painful Choice in Blue Eyes? I'm gonna send Maiden, I'm gonna send Blue Eyes, I'm gonna send Blue Eyes, I'm gonna send Maiden, I'm gonna send Ether Barrel, right? Man, that'd be pretty dope. You know what I mean? That'd be pretty good. That'd be pretty good, man. I think Painful Choice is probably one of those cards that's like 50 or 100, man. It's got to be up there. It's got to be high. Card's degenerate. It's ridiculous. It's probably in my opinion, it's in the top 5 most broken cards ever made in the history of the game. You know, and I've been playing this game forever. There's a lot of cards that have been made. There's a lot of stupid cards, but I think Painful Choice is in my top 5 most broken, bro. Cards stupid. Let's see here. Oh, hey, Mementos. They're all hit. All the ones that matter. They're all hit. That's good. You can't play Mementos in this format at full power. Great. Okay, moving on. LMNOP. I know my ABCs. I got to teach a baby how to do ABCs. Painful Choices at 95. Yeah, we ain't played Painful Choice. No way, man. No way. How many points is Infinity? Cyber Dragon Infinity? It was on there. I don't think it was that high. It could be though, because it is a floodgate, technically. God, these dogs are killing each other back there. Oh, it's only a 20. It's only a 20. It's not that bad. It's only a 20, dude. Cyber Dragon Infinity. Legit. Ooh, we should try and find a place for Cyberstein in the deck, bro. No cap, man. Could you imagine resolving a Cyberstein for this guy? For this guy? Could you imagine Cybersteining into this idiot, bro? Let me read this card's effect for those of you who've never seen this card other than to just equip it to your blue eyes and send it to the graveyard. At the end of the damage step, if this is the only face-up card you control and this fusion summon card attack, you can send a blue eyes fusion monster from extract to the graveyard. This card can attack again in a row. You can use this effect of Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon up to twice per turn. It's a guaranteed OTK, literally. You have Cyberstein to summon this, and then you just like somehow get rid of the Cyberstein, right? You're cooking. I mean, even without this card's effect, it still would just be kind of cheeky. But I mean, there's so many good fusions you can play with Blue Eyes that Cyberstein actually would be good. I'm not even kidding. Like, it actually would be a really beneficial card. There's a lot of good fusions in Yu-Gi-Oh. What do you guys think? Do you think the Cyberstein's capped? Or do you think it actually has some potential in Blue Eyes? As a one-up, obviously. So we want to, our points are already pretty ridiculous right now with the card save return, pot of greed, and lowly load. I think we're already maxed out, but you know, as a potential option to like noodle around with, I think Cyberstein could be pretty cool. Just because there's a lot of really good fusions in this archetype, bro. A lot of good ones, but this one is crazy and is crazy in and of itself. Very, very good card. Anyways, let's put this in the extra deck while we're here. One copy. Trying to think what other cards. I mean, I guess to an extent, Ultimate Fusion probably would be played in here now. Just so you have something. Obviously, we got to add in like Majesty of White Dragons. We got to add in what else? True Light needs to go in here. Roar of the Blue Eyes. Honestly, probably couldn't play 2 of this card now. Just so you have like more cards in your deck that can like access the Blue Eyes engine, right? Because you're only gonna have your 1 wishes most likely. If we want to play like, I mean, definitely if I'm gonna be playing Pot of Greed, we're probably gonna get able to play 1 wishes, maybe 2 if we cut the card to save return. We can play 2 wishes, but low key, I think card to save return could be pretty sick in this deck because you can draw off of Kaibaman, you can draw off of Maiden, you can draw off of Maiden's second effect to revive monsters from the graveyard. You also have Azure. Like, you have so many ways that can just like summon stuff from the grave. Lordly Load can summon from the grave. So you could literally just like combo off, and at the end of your combo spell, like, yeah, Lordly Load to summon a Blue Eyes from the grave, draw a card off card to save return, right? So you would, in that combo, already have drawn 3 cards, right? So like the card to save return is going to net you so much value if you draw it. Like, it's actually, it's crazy to think about. You know, you would net so much card advantage with card save return into the Blue Eyes. Holy moly, man. It's pretty good, man. Like, you can't deny it, man. You can't deny this card would go hard in this deck. Tell me, this card would not go hard in this deck if you had it face up. And it's at any time. It's on either player's turn. So like on my opponent's turn, when I True Light the Blue Eyes and then summon the Maiden, wow, I just potted a greed on my opponent's standby phase. Right? I mean, it's, come on, man. You guys got to give me some credit here. I'm giving you guys some broken crap to think about. Pot of Greed though. Feels good. Okay. Trying to think what other cards we would play in here. That's not like on the list. What is a trying to think of alternatives to some of the hand traps. Alternatives to hand traps could also be effective. You know, I'm not even kidding. Like, you think about like cards like this, like Fiendish Chain. You know, this card used to be a staple back in the day. A 3 of. Everyone played this card. Everyone played this card. This could be viable in a format like this, where like your Veilers and your Imperms are hit. Just play Fiendish Chain. This is the same thing. Obviously, you can't play it from your hand. You have to set it, but if you need some protection cards, your deck feels a little brittle when you go. You know, if you know what I mean, like. Obviously, going second, a Fiendish Chain is useless, but going first, great. It's an addition. It's like setting an Imperm. It could be a cool card, right? It could be, in theory, this could be another card that is playable. Could be another card that is playable. Trying to like think about. You mentioned, someone mentioned Fire Fist in the chat earlier. Fire Fist, I think, had all their cards on there. Let me check real quick. First thing that would come to mind is Fire Formation Tenki. Which is hit. Fire Formation Tenki is hit, so that will immediately make the deck bad. Sadly, sadly that makes the deck bad right away. Tenki's pretty important. That was you, okay. True Nade's a 40. Oof, that's a good one. That's a good one. Graceful Charity's a 40. Graceful Charity will go really hard in this deck too. Trying to think what else. Like, okay, what was Pot of Greed? Pot of Greed was a 40 as well, right? Pot of Greed was 40. Yeah, Greed's a 30. Greed's a 30. Wishes was a 33. So we're at 66 points. We're at 66 points right now. And then 33 on Lordly Load. So I'm at my point cap, basically, right now. I can't play Card of Safe Return. We can't even play it. Because it was a 40, right? Card of Safe Return. Card of Safe Return. Card of Safe Return was a 40. Yeah, okay. So, jeez, these dogs. You guys need to relax, man. Holy smokes. So we're at 139. We're way over our cap right now. Cut Pot? No way. I gotta play Pot of Greed. You gotta play Pot of Greed, man. You gotta play Pot of Greed. Card cooks. Come on, you don't want to just draw 2 cards in every deck. That's great. It's great. I feel like the Wishes has to be here. Does it though? We can just cut Wishes and just play Bingo Machine. Just play Bingo Machine Go at 3 and Pure Arrays map, you know, to just search all our cards. Reveal 3 cards from your deck that meet at least one of the criteria. Your opponent randomly picks one for you to add to your hand. A Blue Eyes monster or a spell/trap that specifically lists the card Blue Eyes or Dragon or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon except Bingo Machine Go. You know, we can just play 3 of this. Consequently, I think Blue Eyes Alternative would also be a good card to play in this. Blue Eyes Jet Dragon also would be very, very good. Just like searchable big monsters that you can just throw down to just facilitate like board presence is, I think, pretty good. And Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon also outs cards on the field. So does Jet. They both allow you to get rid of cards off of the field. You know, Alternative lets you destroy a face-up monster your opponent controls, and then Blue Eyes Jet lets you shuffle any monster your opponent controls away when it attacks, right? So it's pretty good. I mean, just make like, I don't know. I feel like the Primate stuff is too good to not play. I don't know. You guys been awfully quiet. Are you guys thinking out there? Are you guys thinking about stuff out there? Or is this just or am I just talking to the wall at this point? I don't know. Because like in terms of consistency, like the Primite stuff, you at least have the 3 barrels to get you access to all the cards. So like maybe we don't even need to play Lordly Load, dude. I mean, we don't even have to. I don't think we need to play it. I mean, it's nice. I mean, I guess no, we should play it because it is a Monster Reborn and a Searcher out of the deck, you know. All things considered. So I mean, like, yeah, the Lordly Load's probably worth playing still. Wishes might be the card to cut. I mean, obviously, like Pot of Greed. Yeah, Pot of Greed is the easiest thing to cut out, but at the same time, I want to play Pot of Greed, bro. It's Pot of Greed, man. It's Pot of Greed. It's Pot of Greed. But I think this proves a really good point, though. It's like once you start gravitating towards crazy strong cards, now it's just like we have no non-engine, right? There are no hand traps in this deck currently, right? We can't play them. If we want to play these like crazy powerful cards, like Pot of Greed or Card of Safe Return, even Lordly Load or Wishes for Eyes of Blue, right? If we want to play these cards, we're not able to play hand traps as well, unless we want to kind of, you know what I mean? Play this like weird ratio game or whatnot. But I don't know, just right away from just like trying to build this deck, it's very interesting. It's very, very interesting to me to kind of think about this. Like, you know, it's wild. Lordly Load, Wishes, Pot of Greed, and Card of Safe Return all have really high point values. I feel like Pot of Greed is a better card than Card of Safe Return. Just because it allows you to just like keep drawing cards. But I mean, Card of Safe Return is basically like just Pot of Greed all the time. And it really is. I mean, in this deck specifically, Card of Safe Return would be, like we already said before, it would be crazy good. It would be crazy good. You can't refute this. This card would be insane in this deck. Insane. Every time you True Light, you Pot of Greed. Every time you True Light, you Pot of Greed. Every time. Every time. That's pretty good, dude. That's pretty good. You can't refute that. That's a pretty good one. Trevor, what's up, dude? You like going second in this format? Well, how come? Because a lot of the sheep, oh yeah, like the Raigeki is at what, like 7 points or something? It's very low. Fighting Sleep? You're gonna call tonight? All right, man, dude. Thank you so much for tuning in. Also, Trips, thank you so much for the 19-month channel membership resub, dude. That's huge. I really appreciate that. That channel memberships really help support the channel a lot. So thank you, dudes. Big cheers to that. Pepsi, what's up, dude? Pot of Greed. I mean, that's why I want to play it. I want to play it, but it comes at a high cost. Comes at a really high cost. Because like this is 33, this is 33, this is 30, and this is a 40. So I mean, it's a lot. There's a lot of points here already, right? There's a lot of points. I feel like that's the thing. Is like, are people gonna play this and be like, "Oh, I still gotta play Ash in every deck"? You know? Hopefully not. Hopefully more people are gonna be like me, and they want to just gravitate more to more powerful cards than just playing freaking hand traps all day. Because that's the last thing I want to do in this format, is just play like 20 hand traps in my deck. Defeats the purpose of playing a more like quote unquote jank Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Holy dude, savvy. Let's go, dude.
Game Savvy has become a caperman. Game Savvy celebrates 19 months of membership. _Ozu pair of tears.
Thank you so much, bro, for the 19-month channel membership resub as well, man. Thank you so much, dude. Hearing TTS say pair of D's as pair of dis is great. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. DD Crow is 0. That is true. DD Crow wasn't on there. DD Crow's a good card. I think we should play 3 of it as well. DD Crow's a good card. We'll make it rough for Maiden. I mean, at the end of the day, hold on. Was Return on there? I know, of course, Dimension Fusion is. Was Return on here? It's gotta be. Where's Return from a different dimension situated at? Return from the different dimension is a 50. Dang, dude, that sucks. All right. What other cards can like interact with the banish pile? That would be like just super easy to play. Is Tour Guide on here? Hold up. Did they put Tour Guide? Man, tour guide, best girls at 20? Yikes. Dang, I can't just drop a tour guide in my deck, huh? With tour guide into Leviers at every deck. That'd be funny. Speaking of, is Sangan on here? Of course not. Sangan's a terrible card. With the errata. God, Premature Burial's just calling my name, but it's just like Monster Reborn's a better card and it's still not even played. I don't know, you kind of just gotta really think about like some of these cards, like, you know, like I said, like Monster Reborn could be really good in this format, right? Could be really, really good. Is it on the list? Monster Reborn, okay, it's out of 20. Okay, interesting. That's good though. You don't want to just be like, okay, let's just throw 3 Monster Reborns in our decks. Like that would actually be bad. That would be not fair. It'd be pretty nasty, dude. Be pretty mad. Man, Mirror Jade's on here too. Yeah, rest in peace. Anyone trying to play Branded, bro. There's no chance. No chance. Wow, Mulan Glacier's a 100. Yeah, Mermails can't not play anything, dude. What's up, T-Dog? Justice, Yuki, good to see you as well. Welcome in. Are we playing Glacial Charity? No, I mean, there's no space. The points is too... Glacial Charity is a 40. Honestly, okay, let's put the like broken cards down here. Actually, I'll put them at the top. So these are like the quote unquote broken cards currently. 33, 33, 40, and 30. I really think the Lordly Load is probably the best card out of all of these 4. Obviously. Lordly Load is going to search us all the Primate cards. None of the other Primate cards are touched on this ban list or point list. I only need 1 Lordly Load. I can access it with this guy, you know, as soon as we find this. So this is great. This is a good thing, you know. But Lordly Load is going to be very good as well to tutor out Blue Eyes. So Card Safe Return also will be very strong. You can do your combo, you can play it, you can do, like make your board or whatever, and then the last interaction you can do is just, oh, Lordly Load, Card Safe Return, draw off that Blue Eyes you summoned from the grave, right? That'd be pretty good. Justice Yuki, thank you so much for becoming a subscriber. Thank you so much for becoming a part of the Devastator Squad. I appreciate it. Big thumbs up to you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Speaking of thumbs up, make sure to smash the like button, please, guys, as you're tuning in. It helps us out a lot. Seriously, that like button is like super crazy. Super crazy. Smash that like button for us, please, and thank you. But Card Save Return, I think, will go really, really hard. Like honestly, like every time you'll True Light, you'll draw 2 cards. Obvious, and every time you know, Kaiba Man, you'll draw a card. Maiden will always draw you a card. Summoning Blue Eyes will draw you cards. Azure will draw you cards. Primite Lordly Load will draw you cards. Roar can draw you cards. True Light obviously will draw you cards. Like there's so many cards in this deck that will just allow the Card of Safe Return to just fire off, dude. Like really hard. So like between Lordly Load though and Wishes, I think Lordly Load is the better card. Wishes obviously lets you touch more of the Blue Eyes stuff, but like I guess we just play Bingo Machine Goes and Pure Rise map if we're just really interested in searching our level 1s or our Blue Eyes cards, right? We just play like multiple Roars, you know, so we can still get that combo going, you know. This card probably is the least impactful in comparison to like this stuff, dude. This stuff right here. But we can't play all 3 of these either, right? Because this is a 30, the 40, and a 33. So between Card Safe Return and Pot of Greed, I think Card Safe Return is a better card in this deck. Pot of Greed is a good card, obviously. Just drawing 2 cards is great, but Card Safe Return is a Pot of Greed like 80,000 times a turn. So, to each their own, right? Runic has to summon an extra monster zone? Yes, it does. It absolutely does. Runic has to summon to the extra monster zones. You can't play Runic in this format. Right? Don't all the quick play spells have to summon Hugin and stuff to the extra monster zone? What are we drawing at this point off Safe Return? It's going to be non-engine cards or like board breaker cards or extra cards, you know, to kind of like insulate our plays or our opponent's turn, right? Because like in cutting Pot of Greed out, we now have, this is 40 and 33. We now have 27 points, so we can put non-engine here. A lot of those non-engine cards are really low. Obviously, DD Crows, those are zeros, right? So we can throw the DD Crows in here. Those are zeros. So boom, 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 3 Crows right there. That's a great hand trap, not once per turn either. And then I think a Dominus Purge is pretty dang good. It would conflict with the Crow, so maybe we don't go Purge. Maybe we just go for Ash Blossom. I think Ash Blossom is probably a little better. These are, I think, 15 a piece, right? Ash is a 15er. Let me see. Maybe we just go Veiler. We just go Veiler. Effect Veiler is, let's see here, a 7. Yeah, Veiler's a 7. Veiler's searchable, which is cool. You can draw him and search it, and it's also not once per turn. Ash Blossom is a 15. So yeah, I think Ash Blossom is probably not going to be cutting it cheap, but Veiler could be played. 3 copies. So what's our point value here so far? This is, let me go to the calculator. This is 40 plus 33 plus 21. We're at 94. We can play additional stuff. We can play additional stuff for sure. 6. What can we find? What can we find that is like low points? Course contacts, he's a 100. That's funny. Yeah. We have 6 points to play with. Fiber jars just calling my name, man. Just calling my name. Ghost Bell. Ghost Bell or Ghost Ogre would go hard, actually. Shoot. Ghost Bell or Ghost Ogre. Either of those would go really hard. Honestly, either of those would go really hard. They're just generically good. Ghost Ogre is just a more generically better card, I would say. Like, honestly, I love Ghost Bell a lot. Ghost Ogre is just a generically, like, more useful Yu-Gi-Oh card. Right? Like, just being able to destroy cards on the field when they activate an effect. It's a lot, I think it's a lot more, like, universally sound than Ghost Bell is. Do you see Butterfly Dagger Elma? Of course. I mean, every card is legal, right? So every card is going to be legal, but there's going to be a point value. So Butterfly Dagger Elma is probably like stupidly high. Oh no, it's out of 1. Never mind, man. But I'm sure the other parts of the FTK on here are probably like not you can't play it. So there's probably a reason why that's at 1. Other parts of the FTK are probably on here though. Exactly, Trev. Exactly. Yeah, the Crow already hits the graveyard cards, and it's less. This is less specific than Ghost Bell is, so that is kind of neat. So I liked it. I think Ghost Ogre is just the better choice. So this is 99 points. If my math is right, that's 99 right there. So we're good. We got our points in. We got our points in. It's pretty good. World Magically, it's at 100. Of course that card's going to be 100. It's an FTK card. Pretty much like all the FTK cards are at 100 on there. And all the floodgates too. They did a good job. The list looks clean. Obviously I haven't gone through all 500 cards, but just at first glance, looking through very specific ones, looks good. Looks good. And most of the combo decks that are like degenerate and obnoxious, you know, like Mementos, Mermails, and other things like that, you can't play them, which is just great. That's good. That's good. This is not a format that is supposed, I think the point of this format is not supposed to be designed like that. Like, it's not supposed to be, because like I said, I tried to do a format like this when I was like in Utah, you know, and like instead of doing like a custom ban list of cards, we just put like a cap. Like you can only have like a $50 deck or like a $100 deck or whatever. You know, we tried 2 different versions. We started out as a $100 max. So you can't play like engravers and all that. This was before Rarity Collection 4. So like all those Fiends with cards were like ridiculous. You couldn't play those. Charmies couldn't play those. So like what people did to circumvent that was they're just like, oh, what decks have been reprinted in Rarity Collection? So they would just bring those decks, or like they would have, you know, they would just bring like Midnadium or whatever, knowing that people can't play all the hand traps in it to stop you. So it's just like that defeats the purpose of playing neutered Yu-Gi-Oh! To still play an FTK deck, right? Defeats the purpose of it. So it's just like, in my opinion, it was a good idea that people abused, right? And of course, this format will be abused for sure, and it's gonna take a lot of tinkering. But like in a desirable outcome, the point of this format is to allow older players to come in and play, casual players to still play and not care about the new stuff as much. They can play whatever they want and still enjoy it and not be just power crept into oblivion. But also, it's going to allow you to not have to sit here and worry about like all this stupid, obnoxious stuff all the time, or like FTK strategies and stun, and you don't have to worry about that stuff, right? Draco Tail cards, they're all hit. Well, at least the ones that are good, they're all on there in some capacity. You can't just play 3 of all your Draco Tails. Oh, Trevor, no, it's at 5, man. Shifter's a 5er, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna build we're gonna build Exo Sisters next. That's another one of my favorite decks. I've played 3 Shifter there. I won't care. I won't care, man. 15 points for 3 Shifter. I'm fine with that. We're fine with that, man. You saw Mululu, Arthalion, and Phimena? But those are the best cards in the deck. Mululu, Arthalion, and Phimena. Aren't those the best cards in Draco Tail? Joseph Cruz, welcome in. Where do you go to see the point value? I'll link it in the chat right now, actually, for you. Hold up. I'll drop this list in the chat for you guys. There you go. I'll also pin this in my Discord as well. Definitely join our Discord if you're not on the Discord as well, guys. Come and join the Discord server, because I'm gonna actually like be exploring this quite a bit. And I low-key want to run tournaments for this format in my Discord. I 100% want to run tournaments for you guys in Genesis, because I think this format is an absolute slam dunk. This is like the best way for me, like in my opinion, to play Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. If you don't care about the absolute like modern cards, I think this is a really great way to play Yu-Gi-Oh. So you don't have to like go and buy a million Time Wizard cards you don't have. If you want to try Edison or whatever, you can just play what you already have and just have fun with it. I think this is a brilliant idea. Let me drop a Discord invite link in the chat for you guys as well, for those of you who are not in the Discord server yet. But love to see more people in the Discord server, though. It really would be awesome to see more people joining, to just stay up to date with the content and our community, but also to keep your eye out for tournaments. We're gonna start hosting tournaments, guys, for Modern, for Edison, and also for this. I'm gonna start hosting tournaments for you guys. So keep your eyes peeled for those. Those are gonna be coming up literally in October, which is just a week away. So you can keep your eyes out. These tournaments are gonna come up and you guys are gonna have a lot of fun with it. But yeah, join the Discord as well. Anywho, let's see. So we're at 99 points. Let's do our extra deck here. So Blue Eyes, Spirit Dragon. We'll play 3 of it. Why not? Was Crimson Dragon on there? Crimson Dragon is on there. He's a 100! Bro, man, that's crazy. Okay, we can't play Crimson Dragon, man. You can't play the monkey strategy. All right. I see you. Okay. Azure, though, will for sure play. This card with Card of Safe Return would be great, This card and True Light, you're just gonna Graceful Charity without discarding cards. Like, that's pretty good. I don't know. Maybe the Card of Safe Return is just copium. I might just be like crazy on this one. Pot of Greed might actually be the better card to play. Honestly, Pot of Greed might be the better card here. But I just want to see it. In my brain, Card of Safe Return feels like just crazy with this type of deck. Like, just being able to Pot of Greed on every time you True Light is just shenanigans, dude. It just feels wrong. Feels wrong. Let's see, what else are we gonna play in here? Secretarian. Definitely will play this guy. I don't think this was on the list, was it? Let's see here. Secretarian Dragon. Nope. Sweet. Dark Worlds? I wonder if any of their stuff is hit, though. Let's see here. Silva's, yeah, you can't play it. Silva's at 100, bro. Good luck playing Dark Worlds, man. Silva's out of 100, dude. No way. About Grapha. Grapha's on there too. They're both on there as a 5. Yup, you can't play it. You can't play that deck. It's an FTK deck, man. It's an FTK deck. You can't play it. The deck discards your whole hand. It's garbage. They're trying to not promote stupid decks. I think another cool thing about this, I think this format is them just realizing, oh crap, we've broken Yu-Gi-Oh so much in the last 10 years to the point where like so many people just don't like this game anymore. And they're just sick of it, right? And I think this is a great way to pull people back in because it's like you don't have to worry about that crap. Like I think they did a good job of, at the first glance, curating a really carefully picked list that just really makes it so these combo bullcrap decks, FTK decks, link spam nonsense doesn't exist, right? And that's a good thing, in my opinion. I just think that is just a healthier game. It's more fun to play. I cannot tell you how frustrating it is to go to a big tournament and you play, you know, like a 10-round tournament, and you play against like the same decks every time, then all of a sudden you have to play against like some stupid, ridiculous bullcrap deck that you're not prepared for because it's not on your bingo card, right? What do? You just lose, right? You just lose. Or if you're just super lucky, I guess you could maybe win the game. But like, I can give you I can give you so many personal stories on about this specific thing. But first one that comes to my mind is the first regional I ever got top 8 at. Back in 2012, playing Dino Rabbit. I was at table 2 for the 10th round of Swiss. I was literally 8-1, and I was along with a couple of the other 3 other players there. We were all like the basically undefeated or 8-1, so we were all basically obviously guaranteed to be topping in the event right here. And my last round, my last opponent, all day I was playing against Dino Rabbit, Plant Synchro, Agents, Dark Worlds, the 4 big decks, right? So I was like prepared for all that stuff. Last round I played against Chainburn. Was not prepared for Chainburn. I took Royal Decree out of my side deck that day to put more hate in against Dark World. And I'm glad I did because I played against 4 Dark Worlds in that tournament, right? And I 2-0'd all of them. So at the end of the day, I had to play against Chainburn, and I didn't have anything to remotely play through that. If I didn't have Solemn Judgment or multiple Logias, I would just like most likely just lose, right? Because you can only negate so much. And at that point in time, Solemn Judgment was a 1-of, so it's like you weren't sitting there with triple Solemns, bro, like you can now. I mean, no, it got back to put to 1, but yeah, I lost. I lost that game. I lost my chance at either getting first, second, third, or fourth at that regional. And it's because I had to play against a deck I was not prepared for, right? And that's a very common thing. Obviously, this type of a format is going to make that even harder because people can play whatever the hell they want, right? In theory. So your preparation is going to be very, very difficult. But my point is that's a part of modern, or part of the competitive modern Yu-Gi-Oh scene that some players get really frustrated with when you have super diverse formats with like 80 different decks that are good. I don't like that personally. You know, you can take it what it is. I prefer Yu-Gi-Oh when it's tier 0, when it's just like 1, 2, or 3 decks, maybe 4, that are just like going at it. And that's all you need to really worry about and prepare for. And the rest of it is just like noise, you know? And there's some formats where like the tier 0 decks are so good that rogue decks, you don't even care. It's just a free win because those decks can't even compete, right? They just can't touch you. But sometimes that's not the case. But that's my point. It's just, I prefer, if you're going to go to like a YCS, bro, why have to be worried about, you know, preparing for like 80 different decks that are viable, you know? Because like in modern Yu-Gi-Oh, you don't have to play the tier to go and win and top stuff. I guarantee you, like, you'll see people playing like Blue Eyes and like, you know, the decks that I love, the rogue decks, they'll still go and win in top events with it, right? Because the decks are good. They're good. They're still good. And it's like people don't prepare for that stuff. People are going to be like, we don't need to worry about Blue Eyes. The deck's garbage now. And they're just going to lose to it, right? It's just how it is. Just how it is. But hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Chainburn in 2012 was wild. The deck was crazy. It's unplayable in this Genesis format because Chain Strike alone is a 50. And then a lot of the other cards are on there too. Please stop stepping on all those cards. How hard did they neuter Dino Rabbit? On the first iteration of their ban list, the one that the redo format people do in summer of 2012, not that much. The deck was still very, very good. But the ban list after that, the deck got smoked. You know, Tour Guy went to 1, Rabbit went to 1. Like, I mean, deck's cooked at that point. Absolutely cooked. Marlon, go lay down. Go lay down. What are the strongest engines that aren't hit super hard in there? Blue Eyes, Lightsworn, Sister, Vanquish Soul, Plans. Is Majestus on there? Let's take a look at Majestus. Let's take a look at Majestus. Let's see. No Majestus cards on here, dude. Unless they are like named something different and the Majestus is like the second part of their name. But I thought that they were just like Majestus and then their name afterwards. This is funny that Dark Law's a 70. That's great. So you can't just play like hero nonsense, then have Dark Law and DPE on the board. You just can't play all those cards. DPE is also on here as a really, really high point value. Jesus, guys. Stop it. Enough. These dogs are going crazy back here. I hope you guys don't have to hear them. They're going insane. That's a good deck though too. To answer your question, Heroes actually would be really good in this format. Really good. For multiple reasons. One, a lot of their good stuff is not on this list. Second, it is a archetype that has 8 billion cards. So it's just the amount of like room for you to like build stuff is almost infinite. You know, pretty crazy. There's only a couple cards for the heroes on the list, and they're the more of the like the annoying floodgate cards like Dark Law, Plasma, DPE, like just obnoxious stuff. So I mean it makes sense, but yeah. You want to bring an Edison deck in here? Just play frogs. Super Poly. Oh, I didn't even look at Super Poly. That's gotta be on here. Has to be. It's a 10. That's good. I mean, that's good. I mean, you can't just like willy-nilly drop 3 Super Polys and everything. You can play Phantom Knights. Absolutely you can. You absolutely can. I don't think any of the Phantom Knight cards are on here. Except their rank up card, which you didn't even play in the deck anyways. Beatrice you could play though, if you wanted to. If you wanted to play the Burning Abyss part with it, you can use Beatrice again. She's legal. She's at a whopping 100 points though, but she's there. She's there. Oh, Bardiche is on here? Is it? Oh, yeah, Link Monster, true. I mean, you don't need it. You don't need Bardiche. You don't need Bardiche. Yeah, Gofu's legal. Gofu. Card was so good, dude. Zephyros the Elite, too. Oh my gosh. That was another good one. Where's Gofu, though? Let's see what's its point value. Oh no, Gofu's not here. I don't see Gofu. Blackwing, Zephyros, Chinook, and Borostorm. Dang, that means Steam the Cloak is also not on here. That's a big one. Steam the Cloak is crazy. That's another infinite token spammer card. But again, okay, this is another thing too. Like you probably see that Grinder Golem was probably not on here either, or Block Dragon. Let's look. Let's see. Block Dragon. Not on here. Oh, it is. It's at a 40. Okay, it's not that bad. Emancipators, I guess, can still spam it. It's a synchro deck. Sure. What was the other card I just said? My brain is mush, dude. Raid Raptor still, yeah, very good on this. They have a Link Monster, but the Link Monster is really not important in their deck. At all. Yeah, it facilitates like some extra like searching and extension, but it's not necessary. Grinder Golem, thank you. Grinder Golem is not on here for obvious reason, right? Like these like token spammer cards don't matter, right? The reason those cards were banned in the first place was just because of degenerate Link nonsense. Like when Links first came out, a plant deck with Firewall Dragon was the most broken thing there was. Where you could either FTK with a Cannon Soldier burn, or you could extra link your opponent and just have unlimited bounces with freaking Firewall, dude. Because he wasn't once per turn back in the day. You could summon and bounce literally infinite times. And the deck would do that. Dandelion, another one, broken. Like Dandelion, let's see if it's on the list. Dandelion. Nope, Dandelion's not on here. Why? Because without links, the card is not good. It's just, it's mediocre. It's okay. It's a good Yu-Gi-Oh card. It's fair. But once you add the links in, and this is why I said earlier at the start of the stream, why I'm super attracted to this. I think someone else said in the chat earlier, is no links. I like that. I don't like link monsters. Okay, even though Salamangreat is one of my favorite decks ever made in the history of the game, which is like 99% links, I think the link monsters are, they really broke this game. They made them retcon like so many cards. Like the first couple ban lists when links first came out were like laundry lists, bro. Just bam, bam, bam. It was just crazy, crazy. Because they had to go back and like their R&D was just like, oh, we just didn't realize that there were 80 million broken cards in old Yu-Gi-Oh that are not hard ones per turn that spam tokens or bodies for free. And then we just make so many generic link monsters that you can just use whatever you want, including tokens, right? Stupid. Stupid. Dumb. I digress. I'm just ranting again, but you know, I don't like links. I just think they've always been a mess. They've always been a mess. They create a lot of nonsensical game states and like strategies. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of them. I think they're just a bad game mechanic overall. Not a good one. Not a good one. King Calamity, he's on here. He's at 100 points. The broken dude. The turn skipper, he's going to be at 100. Royal Oppression's also going to be at 100. It's a floodgate. You got to make a deck. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat as well, dude. Appreciate that. Holy moly, man. Thank you so much for that super chat, dude. Appreciate that. Royal Oppression's going to be at 100 though, brother. Because it's a floodgate. I think any card that like stops your opponent from doing something, it's going to be at 100. Or very close to it. But so far, like every single, whatchamacallit, floodgate card that just says like skip their turn or your opponent can't do something, blah, blah, blah. All the Millennium cards are also on here. You got to really put this is an important one. All these like broken Millennium, well, not broken, but the Millennium stuff's on here as well. Why? Because they're just like really nasty cards that just facilitate a bunch of big bodies for free, right? Just paying 2,000 life. Or Millennium Ankh is also on the list, right? It's crazy. You got to think about it. It's pretty good. I mean, in a format where like an engine like this can run rampant, you got to think that's pretty nasty. Because you can just exceed, like make rank 8 exceeds for days, dude. Don't play Mystic Mine, man. I'll kick you out of my tournament if you play Mystic Mine. I hate this card. You know how many games I lost to this card in TOS format when this card came out? How many games I lost in Mystic Mine nonsense? And it wasn't even the good decks playing it like Striker. It was degenerate burn stall strategies that were just like, oh, I don't have all my burn cards. Oh, just drop Mystic Mine real quick. Pass. 50 freaking turns later, still no Twin Twisters. I'm out of here, man. I don't want to play anymore. It's ridiculous. It is one of those cards that just like, it literally is, you have the out or you don't. Period and dot. You either have Twin Twister or you don't have Twin Twister. That's it, bro. Auto loss, right? Card is dumb. That was a very poorly designed Yu-Gi-Oh card. That is in my top 5 most broken cards of all time. It's up there with Painful Choice. This card's stupid. Legitimately garbage. Garbage. What's the cost of Rise rank up? All the rank up cards are on here. They're small. Rise was the most expensive. I think that was no, that's a 1. Never mind. You're good. You're good. Rise rank up solely on 1. That's small. Well, Painful Choice was, I think, at like 95. It wasn't at 100. It was high, though. Obviously. Painful Choice is at 95. A little bit of grace. You have a little bit of grace with this one. A little bit of grace. What does Mystic Mine do? So Mystic Mine is a field spell. And while your opponent controls more monsters than you, they cannot activate effects or declare attacks. If at any time you have the same amount of monsters, then this card is destroyed at the end of the turn. Something like that. It had like an auto destruction effect built into it. But the main point of it was just like, you just played this and had like one monster and you were able to activate your effects and attack and stuff. And your opponent just literally can't play the game. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, your opponent cannot activate monster effects or declare an attack. If you control more monsters than your opponent does, obviously it's the other way around. And once per turn during the end phases, if you both control the same, destroy this card. This card was broken in Sky Strikers. Unbelievably ridiculous. Because they just sit there with one monster anyways. Rei, Kagari, Shizuku, Hayate, Kaina. Bleh, like that's it. Attack directly with Hayate every turn. Oh, you don't have Twin Twisters? GG, man. I beat you in 4 turns, right? Like, stupid. Stupid. This is not a good... This is a very, very poorly designed Yu-Gi-Oh card. Not good. Not good at all. Like, the card was awful. Awful. When did they finally ban this? It was well after, like, I was playing in TOS. I stopped playing 2019 and I came back 2024. So, somewhere in that 5-year span, they banned Mystic Mine, but I don't know when it was. But, yeah. Terrible card, dude. Really gross. Crazy if an OTS store increases the point cap, the thing is going to be a major issue. Absolutely. A lot of cards will be major issues. I think raising the points for like a fun, just like what can happen tournament could be cool. But I think 100 is a good number. For me, like I want to throw, like I said, I want to throw tournaments for this for you guys. I think 100 is a great number. Honestly, I think 0 is even better. I would just 0 would be fun too, but I think having the ability to play a lot of these cards is necessary. But I think it would be fun to do a 0 cup, you know, at some point, a 0 tournament where you could just literally play like just really like wickedly just simple Yu-Gi-Oh decks. Yeah, I just think it'd be super fun, man. That'd be really fun, really fun. December 2022, that's crazy. That's a long time. So the card was legal for 3 years, 3.5 years. That's absurd. Yeah, literally no hand traps. But then also like there's like no combo decks. So, I mean, you pick your poison. You just it would basically when you cut out a lot of this stuff, dude, and you have to play crap like this, it's just very low to the ground, simple, straightforward. It's like playing Edison with modern Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Like, honestly, the game design is going to feel a lot more akin to old Yu-Gi-Oh. I think that's one of the main driving factors of why this is so attractive to me. Like, this allows you to, like, obviously play cool old cards, but also at the same time, it's going to, I don't know, someone's going to break it. Obviously, someone's going to break everything. They always do. I'm sure there's people out there that are, like, posting ridiculous combos already. But, like, in a nutshell, a general consensus thing, I think this is a great thing. This is kind of just really, really is, you know, you can't Rongo Bongo. No, you can't do it. Because Gateway to the 6 is at 100. There's also like 5 or 6 other 6 Samurai cards on there as well. Like, you can't think of any FTK deck you've ever done. You can't play it, man. You can't play it. They did a very good job of not letting those cards be legal at obviously in their like full capacity with all their cards that make them good. I think this deck list looks pretty clean though, dude. Honestly, all things considered, this looks pretty good. In terms of rank 8s, I didn't even take a gander at the number monsters. Let's take a look here, because some of these cards could be. For those of you who don't know what Blue Eyes looks like without links, you play a lot of really cracked rank 8 exceeds, man. Even rank 9s too. Like, whew. The Sky Palace, that card was pretty good. Okay, let's see here. Shock Masters at a 100. Oh no. Hope Harbinger, that's the one I was looking for. It's a 10. No. Okay, so we have to cut a card to play Hope Harbinger. I want to play this card. I do want to play this card. Yeah, Dark Matter was played in Blue Eyes back in the day. The card was broken. Draglubian was also played. This card's crazy, dude. Okay, we can't play Draglubian. It's out of 100, obviously. Okay, so none of the other Galaxy Eyes cards are on there. That's good. So I can play all the Galaxy Eyes Link or Exceed monsters. That's great. That is really good. Unless they're actually in their like thing. No, there's no Galaxy Eyes cards on here. That's good. Okay, cool. So it's just Hope Harbinger is the only. Oh wait, with Indigo, I doubt Indigo Eyes is gonna be on here. But I'll check just in case. Indigo Eyes. Nope. Okay, cool. Yeah, Indigo will play. Indigo, 100% would play this card. It's actually better to just search for Photon. Alright, so specifically want to search for the Exceed monsters. Okay, so yeah, this guy, Galaxy has full armor Photon. This card could be pretty good. You can exceed some of this card by using a Galaxy's monster controls material. So you just overlay these on top of each other. You just make like galaxies and they just like go crazy. So this is the card. You go number 62 into full armor Photon, and then you can go into stuff like they're not in here. We'll have to search for them separately, but there's like some like crazy big like monsters that these guys go into, like Cypher Blade and stuff like that. Really good nasty cards. What's Dingirsu? Oh, are you trying to make Orcus cards? I bet you all the Orcus stuff's on here. Dingirsu's not on here, but you can't play Orcus. You need links. I mean, the deck's unplayable without links. It needs Bardiche. It needs Galatea. It needs the new girl. It needs Nightmare monsters. Unplayable. But Dingirsu's not on here. No, he's not here. Not there. But yeah, we can play full armor Photon, Prime Photon, and what was the other guy? Yeah, it was like Cypher. It was like a Cypher Dragon or something. This guy, yeah, this card was really good. Both of these cards were really good. Once per turn, you can attach material from this card, then target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Monsters you control cannot attack your opponent directly for the rest of the turn except this card. Also, take control of the targeted monster to the end of the turn. This is really cool. It's a Snatch Steal. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. But the best part about this is just the card that you steal with this. Yeah, you can't attack and stuff directly with other cards except this one. But the point of this card is that you steal monsters and the name becomes Galaxy Eyes. So you can just like steal a problem card your opponent had. And you just throw freaking you just throw this guy on top of it. He's like, oh, thank you. Snatch to your card, and I'm just gonna overlay this Photon Armor Dragon on top, and then go crazy, right? I mean, it's pretty good. Pretty good. And this card is not a hard once per turn, so you can make your own to pop a card, and then you can overlay with their monster to pop another card. This is another thing. If you played multiples, though, you only would play one, but like it's pretty good. With this guy, you were able to like steal a card and then pop another card, and then you could attack for 3,000 direct damage. I mean, it was pretty good. Or just OTK them if they had other monsters on the board that were irrelevant and had low attack. You know, I mean, it was pretty cool. So these are like, again, this is other cards you can play in Blue Eyes. It's other cards you can play. What's some other good Lightstorm Dragon? I do like that one. The Ancient Fairy Life Dragon is really good. Dude, low key like Blue Eyes Twin Bird. Blue Eyes Twin Birds is actually playable, bro. This card's actually playable with this deck, especially because of like you have like a billion ways to fuse. But you don't even have to use the effect. You could also contact fusion with this card. Cannot be destroyed by battle. This card can attack 2 times. At the end of the damage step, when this card attacks an opponent's monster, you can banish it. It's pretty cool. Oh, which reminds me, we need to add a what's it called in here? Just had a brain fart. Jet Dragon. Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. We're gonna play this guy. for sure. Blue Eyes Alternative, like, actually, I'm not kidding. This card actually sounds pretty good as a 3 of, or at least, or like a 2 of. This card sounds pretty good, dude. Like, we just play Blue Eyes more so how we played. Yeah, Tyrant Dragon will go in for sure. We'll probably play 2 Tyrant Dragons. I like this, you know. I like this a lot, you know. We'll put it here for now. Ultimate Spirits. You could play 2 of this if you really wanted to as well. You could play 2 of those. And then Tyrant Dragon, of course. I mean, that's pretty clean. This extra deck, like, is pretty strong. But I feel like the Blue Eyes Alternatives would be really, really good in here. You don't get why Melody is so expensive. I mean, because you can search, you could search like Judgment Dragon, and you could search, you know, Blue Eye stuff. You could search Chaos Emperor. You can search Chaos Emperor Armageddon. Like, there's a lot of you could search like Flamberge. Like, you could search a lot of targets with this. It's just I think just like an extra like precaution of just like, we don't want to add like consistency to decks that don't need that extra level of consistency. Like Light Sworns could literally play it, just search Punishment Dragon and Judgment Dragon, right? So I mean, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Ultimate Spirit is on the list? No, I didn't see. There was no Blue Eyes Synchro monster. None of these cards were on the list. The only Blue Eyes stuff that was on the list, in terms of the Blue Eyes specific cards that really mattered, is Wishes. This is the only one that really mattered on there, was Wishes, and it's a 33, so it's just huge consistency hit, right? And I think Lordly Load is probably going to be the better choice than Wishes, to be honest. Here, let's try this. Let's try this deck though. Let's do some test hands and see what kind of like stuff we can draw with. All right, so I just had a thought. This is where actually the Primite cards are going to be weaker when you think about it. Why are the Primites so good in Blue Eyes? I'll give you guys like 30 seconds to respond. Why is the Primite stuff so good in Blue Eyes? Why? Exactly, field spell. Can't access. We can't search the field spell anymore by just summoning Ether Barrel and linking it away, right? That's a big difference. That is a very, very big. It's very relevant. So that iteration alone of drawing this first hand of cards, like if we just blank out Ether Barrel, just pretend this is like a Veiler or whatever, any card. This hand's crazy broken. Like, this hand's cracked, right? This hand is actually cracked. So I think we actually cut the Primites out. As broken as, I mean, we could just play Drill Beam in the deck if we want to. Just hard draw it. Like, whatever. It's just a stupid card. It's always, you know what I mean? It's one of those cards, you just play it. Just play it. But I think we can cut out Ether Barrel and Lordly Load and stuff, because like, this hand otherwise is crazy good, man. This hand is crazy strong. Crazy strong. So I think if we cut out the Primite stuff entirely, except for we just play Primite. I mean, the downside is we lose Primite Fusion, which is a really good card, right? This is a struggle because we do lose Primite Fusion. We'd have to hard draw the Primite Fusion, right? I mean, that is a big deal at the end of the day. That is a big problem if you really think about it. Take the ashes out for now. Do I want to play Primite Fusion still, though? I mean, the card is good in and of itself. I mean, we don't need Primite Roar. Ridiculous. I still think we play Drill Beam, though. I mean, cut Lordly Load out. Unless we just still play the one Lordly Load. You know, you can just play Lordly Load to search the Primite spells, and that's it. But I mean, it's only a one and done. So like the one Ether Barrel could be cool, I guess, as just kind of like an extra body to like play with. But Maybe we don't need it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is the Primite cards just noise? Because not having 2 normal summons is a big deal. Really is. That's what makes these cards so good in Blue Eyes, is having 2 normal summons every turn. This is why these cards are good. Not just the broken synergy that this has with the Link monster and Blue Eyes itself with Lordly Load and Drill Beam, but that's obviously self-explanatory. But past that, the second normal summon is very important for your plays. So I think maybe we cut out Primite Fusions as well, and I think we just play Primite Drill Beams in the deck because the card is just broken anyways, man. And it's like playing another like Veiler or an Imperm, right? But it's like a going second card as well if you have Blue Eyes in here. We're playing 3 Blue Eyes in our deck, right? So we have Chimera the Legend. There's so many ways to get to Blue Eyes. This card literally searches Blue Eyes White Dragon, you know. So I mean, I think this card could be good. I think the Drill Beam should still be fine. Is it a 3 of though? Maybe. I don't know. We can put Wishes back in though. That puts our, and these Wishes replaces Lordly Load. Wishes will replace Lordly Load. I mean, that's not bad, right? Not bad. We have Pure Arise map we can play as well, so we can search all of our level 1 monsters. Obviously the best target is going to be Sage and Kaiba Man because we want to normal summon them. I don't know. Pretty good. Because like this card also searches this. That's another cool thing too. Is you got to think about like this card also searches this. Dragon Shrine. Because now we're just going to start playing like really old school Blue Eyes, man. With Dragon Shrine and sending the stones. The level 1s aren't good without spinning the format though. No, they're still good. You just synchro. You just replace the link. These level 1s were ridiculous back when Blue Eyes was meta 10 years ago, man. They just synchro. Instead, we're just going to be playing the Blue Eyes alternatives, Jets, like monsters that just continue to freely summon themselves via with Blue Eyes, right? So we can just synchro like crazy. We want to synchro and exceed summon. We want to, like I'm saying, these guys are really, really good. Like honestly, like I said, Cypher Dragon would be also really, really good to put in here. We obviously cut these out if we're not playing the Primite cards. Yeah, Cypher, like I said, it's a Snatch Steal that also allows you to just pop a card because you can turn it into Galaxy Eyes full armor because the monster you steal, its name becomes Galaxy Eyes. So you can just overlay this card on top and then pop a card your opponent controls. So I mean, that's, I think, like worth noting as well. Reasoning would suck in this deck. You don't want to lose your spells and traps, man. Not at all. Not at all. You'll also lose these because these can't be normal summoned. These will just go to the graveyard, which would really, really stink. They'll just call 1, right? And just like, oh man, all your decks is 1s, you know? You'll hit a Blue Eye. You can hit a Blue Eyes off of Reasoning. Great, you know? That's not good. No way, man. Not good. And then we can try 3 alternative, just to have more like options to just summon monsters. Because alternative is a pop, right? This card lets you destroy a card your opponent controls. It's good. I mean, it's a good card. You just synchro it away with your monsters. I mean, I feel like these cards are just going to be a lot better in a format. Like, I mean, if we had the points, I also would wager Return of the Dragon Lords would be good. But I mean, card to save return, I think is probably just going to be the better choice. Because it's just like so much pot of greed action. What other like so should we try Rise map? You guys think? Should we play this? A couple of these cards? Like 2 of this? This is more search potential. Super Rejuve. Let's see if Super Rejuve's on here. We're not discarding dragons though. That's the thing. We're not discarding dragons or tributing dragons. So Super Rejuve might not really do us anything, man. It's not on the list, but yeah, we're not discarding dragons really, unless we go and play like Card of Consonance, you know. If we're gonna play Card of Consonance, then sure, because then we can discard the tuners and draw 2 cards, and then we can Super Rejuve to draw a couple more cards at the end phase. I mean, it's like, it's okay, but it's just a lot of extra space. White Stone of the Ancients. Yeah, you can do, like I said, you can do that. We could just do the old school Blue Eyes plays with White Stone, Dragon Shrines, things like that if we really, really wanted to. Let's see if Ravine's on the list, though. Let's see. Dragon's Ravine seems like it would be a card that'd be on the list. That card's pretty nasty. If it's not, I'm actually shocked. Yeah, Dragon's Ravine's not on here. That's actually pretty insane. Wow. Dragon's Ravine runs free. Yo, that's pretty good, bro. Dragon's Ravine's a good card. So if we do that, then we also got to start thinking about the other Blue Eyes cards that were really, really good with those types of cards, like Blue Eyes Spirit. The main deck monster, Spirit of White, the one that comes out and banishes a spell or trap on the field. That could also attribute itself to summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon. That card was really good. And you can summon it off the stones to banish your opponent's back rows. We can also, check out Master with Eyes of Blue and Protector with Eyes of Blue. These are other monsters like Sage that allow you to utilize monsters on your board to summon Blue Eyes from other parts of either from your hand or your graveyard. And they also allow you to facilitate some other strategies by targeting the maidens. So you'll be able to get multiple monsters with one effect. It's very, very cool. Those are other cards we can now look. This is what I'm talking about. Look at us here noodling for 2 hours straight on freaking Blue Eyes, bro. Right? This is cool. I can sit here forever and just think about fun ways to play some of my favorite cards ever, right? I love this. I love this a lot. This is really cool. This is really, really cool, man. Really, really cool. So I'll put Pure Rise here on the side as an option. Let's go over to White Stone of the Ancients. This is an option. White Stone of Legend is an option. Spirit of White, if I can spell. Spirit of White is also an option. Dragon Spirit of White. Protector of the Sanctuary. It was Protector of White, right? Or is it Protector Sanctuary? No, that's a different card. What was I thinking of? Shoot. I mean, it was Master with Eyes of Blue was one of them. I think there was another one though. His name was Protector or some crap. His name was Protector. Take these out. Weird. Protector. Wasn't his name Protector? I swear his name was Protector. He's got a sword. Has a weird pose like this. He's got a sword up. I swear his name was Protector. We'll just type Protector and scroll down. There he is. Yeah, Protector with Eyes of Blue. This card. Yeah, these are other cards we can explore. So these are the other old, really good Blue Eyes support cards. I'll take a read if these have never seen these. This card is if it's sent to the graveyard, you just add a Blue Eyes from a deck to your hand. It's really good, right? Obviously. We can Dragon Shrine this. Dragon Shrine is another option. Dragon Shrine. This card lets you send a dragon to the graveyard, and if it's a normal monster, you send another. So you send a Blue Eyes, then you send another target. So you would send the stones, either of the stones. This one is really cool. During the end phase of the turn, this card was sent there. You can special summon a Blue Eyes monster from your deck. So we can special summon stuff like, the Dragon Spirit of White. We can summon Blue Eyes White Dragons. We can summon Blue Eyes Jet. So cards that is a Blue Eyes White Dragon. You could also banish this card from the grave to add a Blue Eyes monster from the grave to your hand, so including alternatives, which is great. So you can keep reusing the alternatives, keep summoning them every single turn, and synchro summoning with them or exceeding with them. So this card is actually pretty nice. Yeah, Protector with Eyes of Blue. This card has an effect on summon, just like Sage. When this card is normal summon, you can special summon a level 1 Light Tuner from your hand. So it's an extender. This card allows you to put 2 monsters on the field at the same time. So this is really, really, really good card. I think this is a card we should heavily consider playing in this deck, because this card lets you special summon Maiden, and you can use Maiden's effect on the board, or you can special summon a Sage or whatever, right? I mean, it's obviously Sage, you want to get the search off, but pick your poison. Just being able to get 2 monsters on the field, 2 level 1 monsters, special summon Kaiba-Man, then Kaiba-Man special summons a Blue Eyes, right? You get the normal summon, special summon, special summon. That's huge. That right there, that's an amazing start of a play, And this card also, if it's in your hand, you can target, target effect monster you control sent to the graveyard, and you special summon a Blue Eyes from your hand. This is when this card is on the field. Really, really cool. So you can automatically just normal summon this, special summon the Maiden, use his effect, target the maiden, maiden special summon back a monster, send the maiden to the grave, special summon a Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes is on the board, maiden comes out, summons itself from the graveyard, then maiden's effect banishes or tributes itself to summon True Light, or place True Light. Like, look at that. Like, from just this one guy, right? Obviously, you have to have all the cards in your hand, but like, that's a lot of stuff. Normal summon Protector, special summon Maiden, Protector's effect, Maiden effect, special summon a monster, special summon a Blue Eyes, right? That you would send with like Dragon Shrine, for example. Then she goes to the grave. Blue Eyes is special summon. Effective Maiden, special summon herself. Get True Light. It's just, that's crazy. That's really good, you know? Neo Kaiser. Yeah, Neo Kaiser could be here as another monster to normal summon. Here's Master with Eyes of Blue. This card's normal summon. Target a level 1 light toon in your graveyard and add it to your hands. So this is really cool because it allows you to reuse your monsters, like your Sage. When you discard the Sage to special summon a Blue Eyes, or you can reuse your Maiden. You can just, if your True Light's gone, you can just add Maiden back to your hand and then just discard her to put True Light back. And then you have her back in the graveyard as well for the special summon effect. So this card also is good to also, you can recycle Veiler with it too, which is kind of neat. But this card is also a card we can consider playing. You can shuffle this card from your graveyard into your deck, target one effect monster you control, send it to the graveyard, and if you need to special summon a Blue Eyes from your graveyard, other than the sent monster. And this is a Blue Eyes monster, so it could be any of the Blue Eyes. Could be this, could be this, could be this, could be this, could be literally these. It could be these, could be these. It's a Blue Eyes monster can come back from the grave. This is really good. Really, really good. Imperm, I think, is at 15 or 20. Most of the good hand traps are like 15 or 20. Felgrand. Like the rank 8 Felgrand? This guy? Or you're talking Felgrand Dragon. This guy was pretty good though, this Exceed monster. Generic level, rank 8. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can detach an Exceed material from this card, then target a face-up monster on the field. This turn it's effect negated, but it's unaffected by the card effects. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat. Drop Graceful and Wishes and just add in... Oh, drop these and just add in Graceful Charity? Is that what you're asking or saying? Yeah, this could be played for sure. This card could be absolutely played in here. Hope Harbinger can be played too if we drop a Veiler. If I drop a Veiler or the Ghost Ogre, I can play Hope Harbinger. I had enough points for Hope Harbinger. Because Hope Harbinger would also go really hard. Like honestly, like the end board for this deck can be like double Spirit Dragon, Hope Harbinger, and then like any other rank 8. Like with the perfect hand. With like Majesty set and True Light active. Like that's broken. And if you hard drew the Drill Beam, even better, right? Like, woof. It's pretty good. But that's what this deck did back in the day. You would want to end on like 1 or 2 spirits plus a rank 8. And usually it was either Hope Harbinger, Felgrand, or these Galaxy Eyes monsters when you're going second. You want to go to the Galaxy Eyes monsters. Because these cards just are crazy. Graceful Charity is at 40. So play Graceful Charity instead of Card Safe Return. Oh, this is any Blue Eyes? I thought it was Blue Eyes White Dragon. Oh no, this is Blue Eyes White Dragon in the graveyard as well, and the field. This card's name becomes Blue Eyes White Dragon while it's on the field or in the graveyard. That's right, yeah. Majesty can be a potential pop 6. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So just play Graceful instead of Card Safe Return. Graceful Charity. I mean, I just got a Hobby League one not too long ago. Yeah, when I bought a crazy vintage collection off somebody. They had a stack of dope Hobby League cards and Graceful Charity was there. Play my Hobby League Graceful in my deck, brother. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, this card would be pretty good in here. Graceful Charity. Actually, it would be nuts. If we play this, especially if we play the stones. So that's okay, 40, 77, right? 40, 77. These were 7s apiece, I think. Were the Valor 7s? Valor was 7, yeah. Okay, so let's do the math here. Make sure we're still on the right track here. So 40 plus 33 plus 21, and then the Ghost Ogre was 5. So we're still at 99. We're still cooking. We're still chilling. Still chilling. Still chilling. If we cut Ghost Ogre though, and one of the Valors, I can play Hope Harbinger in the extra deck. Just saying. Cut 2 hand traps, I can play Hope Harbinger. Hope Harbinger is a pretty good card. It's a pretty good card. It's a pretty good card. But anyways, no, DD Crows is not on the list. Absolutely, we'll play 3 lists, 100%, or at least 2. Just don't play hand traps. No, I gotta play some. I mean, I gotta play Valor. It's searchable. Searchable. It's another monster. It's a searchable hand trap. I want to have some kind of insulation versus players, right? And being able to search a card like Valor is great. It's nice. I mean, we can just play 2 of it. I could just easily just play 2 Valor. That gives me more points right there, you know? So that was 99 minus 7. Gives me 8 points to work with right now, right? It's not bad in the slightest. Not bad in the slightest. Yeah, we just cut Valor to 2. I think it's fine. I think 3DD Crows though is good. I think Crow, 2 or 3 Crows, I think would be very clean. Ancient Fairy? Yeah, Ancient Fairy shouldn't be on there. Let's see. Yeah, Ancient Fairy's not on there, dude. They're good. Good to go on both Ancient Fairies, actually. They're both not on the little ban list or points list. Pretty weird to say that, but it is. I think we should play some hand traps though, man. We should play some hand traps. I think Valor is a good one. Valor is a good one. And Ghost Ogre is another. It's just a generically good card. DD Crow is a generically good card. Being able to just banish cards from the grave is just pretty good. Sacked by is a 20, which is crazy to me. I would have hoped it would have been higher than that. But it's not. Yeah, all the C's are, at least I saw Contact C was a 100. Max C is a 50. You can play 2 Max C's if you really wanted to. The Exodia pieces are 3. You can just play 3 copies of Exodia. They're all at 0. You can play Exodias, all of them you want. You look at this Graceful Charity and Rush Duel, man. Look at these. Why don't we have arts like this in our game? The hell, bro? Look at this, man. If this card was in the TCG, this would be crazy expensive. Imagine this, bro. Imagine if they made cards like this on our sets. I literally recorded a video today. I'll give you a sneak peek about like the reasons why I think modern Yu-Gi-Oh products are just totally ass. And that video will come out this week, probably on Wednesday. It's a lot of editing. It's a pretty long video because I open a case of product at the same time to kind of prove my point. But this is one thing I talk about is alternate arts, cards like this. Like this is a great way to make our game better, you know, in terms of like value in our product. If we had alternate arts of cards, full arts of cards, special illustrations of stuff, or just sick rarities like this, you know, just anything to let collectors, you know, go crazy. It's I don't know. It's the easiest thing to do. They're already doing it in Yu-Gi-Oh! Rush Duel. Why not in the actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game? All right. Anyways, how many Dragon Shrines should we play? Should we play 2 of it? It is a hard once per turn. So if we draw multiples, it's kind of monkey. I remember playing 2 of this back in my Blue Eyes deck back in the day. I wasn't a fan of this card at 3. Wait, what's our point situation at? Because, dude, we can play Return of the Dragon Lords. For those that don't know what that is, Return of the Dragon Lords is a not once per turn monster reborn for level 7 and 8 dragon monsters. And then anytime a dragon would be destroyed by battle or card effect, it's all, not just one, all dragons. You can banish it from the graveyard to protect all those monsters from destruction. So a Return of the Dragon Lords if I cut Ghost Ogre. It's either or. I can either play Return or I can play Hope Harbinger, I guess, at this point. If we're gonna go the Graceful Charity route. I guess, yeah, I guess we can cut Ghost Ogre out. This frees up more points. That puts me at 87, so I could add in a Return of the Dragon Lords. Or Hope Harbinger. So it's like one of them is, it's a spell negate plus a forced monster attack. You have to attack my Hope Harbinger. So people forget about that effect. So it's either primarily it's a spell negate, big monster, or we have an extender plus protector card, right? Those are the trade-offs here for our 10 point right here. It's either Hope Harbinger for a spell negate, or we do Return of the Dragon Lords, which is an extender for our combos, as well as protection at any time if our dragons will be destroyed by anything. We can just remove it from the graveyard to protect those cards. Melody of Awakening is on the ban list or points list. It is at 10 points. Or no, is it 33? I think it's 33. It's on there. It's for sure on there. I saw that. I made a note about it earlier. Melody. Wasn't it on here? I swear I saw it earlier. I swear I saw Melody on here earlier. Was I tripping? Oh, because it's a the. They're going to put it as a the, right? Yeah, there we go. The Melody of Awakening Dragon, 33. Yep, can't play it. Can't play it. Way too many points. Way too many points. Way too many points. There's my King of D. Shout out to my Patreon subscribers on the King of D. You guys rock. Shout out to all the Patreon subscribers, man. Here, you guys deserve a little round. You guys deserve a round of love. Let me give you all my shout outs real quick for all my Patreon subscribers out there. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. It really means the world to me, man. Seriously, I can't do a lot of the stuff I do without my Patreon backers. You guys are awesome. If you guys want to support the channel further and help continue for me to like live my dream being a Yu-Gi-Oh creator, you can join the Patreon or even just become a channel member. Those couple bucks go a long way, trust me. Dictator of Dizo, Wyvern Guy, Larry Quinn, Savvy Trips, Puppy Pack, Jazz, and Kodaran. Thank you guys so much for that. Moon Tear, Zephyros, our Monkeys of D, Galactic, and Pepsi, and our Kings of Devastation, Cerberus, Condor, Miguel, and of course my mother. And our channel members, our good old Kaiba mans out there. Big shout outs to all of you, especially, you know, Savvy and Trips, you guys with your 19-month channel membership resubs today. Absolutely legends, guys. Thank you so much for that. It's absolutely crazy. Appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much. If you guys if you are channel members, you can always share your channel resub alert each month by clicking the little $sign at the bottom, and then they'll be right at the bottom. Share your milestone alert, and you can type a message and stuff, and the text to speech will obviously tell you all about it, and also it will read your message too. It's kind of fun, but you get one of those once a month. Anywho, how many Dragon Shrine are we playing? And we also have Dragon's Ravine as an option, guys. Dragon's Ravine is also an option. Dragon's Ravine is an option as well. Jeez, man. Dragon's Ravine. Oh, this card is so good, dude. Because it's not once per turn. You draw multiples of these and keep going. I don't know. We could theoretically play some like turbo shenanigans and play card of consonances and play trade-ins and just like draw a bunch of cards, you know, at the same time. And just play like a 50 card pile, you know? You could just play like a 50 card pile deck. What's Chaos Sorcerer at? I'm just curious, like the Chaos Monsters. Curious if they're on here. I know Levianeer was. I've seen Levianeer already. Let's see, Chaos Sorcerer. Chaos Sorcerer is not on here. What about Blackluster Soldier? Blackluster Soldier's not on here. Tell me I can play 3 BLS in my deck? Bro, should we just make some like chaos teledad shenanigans with triple dad, triple freaking BLS, and just be a degenerate? Just like Destiny draws and just like turbo out my cards and some E-tellies and whatever, Mallies and stuff. And oh, there's a Dark Arm Dragon? Okay, sure. Special summon BLS, special summon BLS, special summon BLS. Bro, that'd be so toxic, man. Yikes. Blackluster Soldier's not here though, chat. He ain't there. You can play 3 Blackluster Soldier Envoy of the Beginning. The only time in the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where that was legal was at the sneak peek for Invasion of Chaos. Because once the set actually like fully released, they immediately had him and Chaos Emperor at 1. But for a small window, you could play 3 Chaos Emperor and 3 Blackluster Soldiers in your deck for a very brief moment of time in the history of the game. Now you can do it. Now you can, because Chaos Emperor Dragon isn't on here either. Crazy. Yeah, Malice still has free potted greens. I mean, the Malice main deck monsters are still going to be good. Can I build dragons? So dragon rulers? I think they're all on the list. Let's see. Blaster. Yep, Blaster's a 7. Redox is also a 7. And then we've got Tidal and Tempest, also 7. Tidal is... also 7. Yeah, they're all on there as 7s. So I guess technically we could make Dragon Rulers. But I don't know why I would. If I'm going to make like a Dragon deck, dude, that doesn't play Links, I'd rather play this. I just think these cards are just a lot better than Dragon Ruler cards are. Because, I mean, yeah, I can make some rank 7 exceeds and stuff. But, you know, I think these cards are just better. But I don't know, you could do like some Dark Matter or Painful Choice shenanigans with Dark Rulers. And use their new Exceed monsters. I mean, literally it could be like an absolute monkey crazy thing on paper for sure. I don't know. That's the thing with dragons though. Like they're just too good. Dragons are just too good. They're just too good. Yeah, Dark Matter Dragon's on there. Yeah, number 95. He was like 50, I think. I think he was 50. Yeah, he's a 50. He's a 50. Oh, Drag Luion. This one. This card I used to play in Blue Eyes as well back in the day. Takes 2 level 8 dragons. Special, you can special summon a dragon monster from your hand, target a dragon monster your opponent controls and steal it, or dragon monsters your opponent controls cannot activate their effects until the end of your opponent's turn. This card actually would go hard in modern Yu-Gi-Oh right now. Like if you couldn't summon Secretarion versus Dragon Tail, just play this, summon this on your first turn. Yeah, you couldn't do anything. You couldn't play. It'd be great. It'd have to have the 5 mana already, otherwise, you know, cooked. Cooked. Anyways, what do you want to test? What deck are you want to test? Okay, so let's throw in 2 Dragon Shrines. Throw in 2 Dragon Shrines. And let's throw in a couple of these stones. White Stone of the Ancients. And then I think we throw in 1 of each of these guys. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Master with Eyes of Blue. And then Protector with Eyes of Blue. And then I guess we don't need Dragon Spirit or White. It's not really that good of a card. I'd rather just summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon off of this thing, to be honest. And then use its effect to add back alternatives. Dragon Shrine could be in here. Okay, let's just try this. Like, let's just mess around with this a little bit, see what we got. Okay, so first hand here. So we've got Bingo Machine Go. as our starter. What will we want to show here? I feel like obviously Wishes is always going to be a choice. And then what do you think the other choices should be when we do this? What else did I show with Bingo Machine? That's the thing, is I guess this card isn't that good either. I mean, I technically can show the alternatives if I have a Blue Eyes already. But I have to hard draw Blue Eyes, you know? I guess Roar to get a Blue Eyes out of the deck. And Majesty for the pops. So let's just say they chose the Wishes, which would be the most ideal choice. So we would Wishes, discarding the stone to search for, with this hand, Maiden would be the best choice here. And then we would also search for Roar. And then we can go Maiden effect to place True Light. Then we can go normal summon Kaiba-Man. Activate effect. Blue Eyes, Blue Eyes, Blue Eyes. Special summon a Blue Eyes. Special summon a Maiden. Pretty good. And we have Dragon Shrine, where we can send Blue Eyes, and we could also send the Jet Dragon to the grave if we wanted to. It's pretty good, dude. I mean, just this start right here is just, my wheels are already spinning, you know? The wheels are already spinning. Like, this is so much that I can do already. That's crazy. That's really good. It's really good. All right, let's see what we get here. So this is an interesting hand. This is gonna be the only problems with the alternatives though, is we're gonna hard draw them at times where we don't have Blue Eyes White Dragon in our hand. Because to summon these, you have to have Blue Eyes in your hand specifically. Thankfully, I do have Kaiba-Man, which can search me a Blue Eyes. So I mean, this card is not quote unquote dead in any means. So we'll normal summon Kaiba-Man and then use its effect. So I don't know, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Like, this deck worth trying out, or is it just noise? What do you think? I mean, yeah, like, I guess here, like, we could go into a Synchro Summon, and then we can go Roar to Special Summon Blue Eyes White Dragon from the deck, activate Kaiba-Man to then search for Blue Eyes White Dragon, and then we can Special Summon Alternative. And then we can make a rank 8 Exceed monster, like, we're Dragon Locked, but like we could make, like, if we didn't want to play Return, we could play Hope Harbinger here. So like Hope Harbinger, okay, pretend this is Hope Harbinger. And we have a Drill Beam randomly, which is kind of neat. So that's pretty good.
Are we allowed to play with the Dude cards?
Are we allowed to play with the Dude cards? Thanks for the $2 super chat, dude. Appreciate that a lot. Thanks, man. But yeah, of course, why not? They're legal. Dude cards are legal. For sure. So pretend this is Hope Harbinger. But we got a Spell Negate, we have Blue Eyes Spirit, and a Primate Drill Beam, which is live because I searched the Blue Eyes Red Dragon. Like, that's a good end board. All right, here we go. Next up, we got Dragon Shrine. Do we need the stones, guys? Do we need the... I don't think we need these cards. I think they're noise. I think the stones are noise, guys. I think we just play the other one. Honestly, I think we just play the one other one to search a Blue Eyes. That's it. Not kidding. I'm not even joking about that. I think we don't play these stones at all. I think we just play the other stone to search a Blue Eyes to our hand. So that way those alternatives are always live. That way Kaiba Man can search me Jet. I don't think we need the draw power though. Do we need the draw cards? Do we need them? Right? Like, do we need them? Like, that would have searched me a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Normal summoning Sage, effective Sage, search for Maiden here for sure. And then we go effective Maiden to play True Light. And then we go effective True Light to search for Wishes. Then we go Wishes, discarding Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. We search for... We can still play the field spell because we can search it with Kaiba, not with Kaiba, with Bingo Machine Go, right? Can you search it with Bingo Machine Go or with Wishes? Can I search the field spell? No. No, because it doesn't specifically say Blue Eyes on it, does it? No, I guess we can't play Mausoleum still. It doesn't search anything, does it? It's like the cards to add to your hand, so... I guess, you know, with a hand like this... Ultimate Fusion's pretty good, too. Can we search Mausoleum? Let me go back here. Can you search Mausoleum with anything? I don't know how to spell the word Mausoleum. It's been a long time since I've been out of school. Mausoleum of White. I don't think this card doesn't specifically say Blue Eyes, does it? During your main phase, you can normal summon one level 1 light tuner and dish your normal summon. Yep. Once returned, you can target face on monster control, send a normal monster to your hand or deck to the graveyard. Do target monster. Banish this card, add burst humor destroy. Okay, you can't search this card. It doesn't have Blue Eyes on it. We can Ancient Fairy it though. Yeah, you could Blue Eye Spirit and Ancient Fairy for sure to search it. Absolutely. We could do that. That is a line that we used to do in the old days with this guy. But you have to have a field spell to pop though with its errata, right? Yeah. You have to destroy a field spell with this card still. So we'd have to like have terraforming to be able to like have Dragon's Ravine. It's just too much. It's too much extra stuff. You know what I mean? I just feel like that's too much extra. Let's not play a Felground though, because we have the points available right now, so we'll put Hope Harbinger in. We have more than enough. This is our current point total is 87, so add 10. So we still have 3 we can play. So 3 points available to us. We cut out these, just play this guy only. Just play this one. So I think we cut Master. I think Protector is probably the better card here. Because it gets bodies on the board. Huh. And then I think we can play this, the Pure Arise map as well. Just to be able to search our level 1s, man. I mean, that's the most important part of this strategy. You got to remember is just the Pure Arise. Like, being able to search our level 1s is, I think, key. It's very, very good. This sounds crazy. This sounds actually insane. Actually nuts. This card is nuts, dude. It's nuts. This hand is crazy, bro. Because, like, look, you normal summon, that's what I'm talking about. You normal summon, Protector's Effect, special summon Kaiba Man. Effective Kaiba Man to special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon. From the deck. Look at that, man. That's clean right there, dude. Sheesh. If we had Maiden, dude, this would be even crazier. Because we can use this effect to summon a Blue Eyes and then use Maiden effect to special summon another Blue Eyes. You have a free rank 8 right there, plus Maiden's effect to attribute itself to special to bring out the True Light, right? That's really, really good. So now we can summon alternative by revealing the Blue Eyes. It's pretty good. This is a Blue Eyes White Dragon, so this is good here to special summon or add, you know, Blue Eyes Jet to our hand, which is pretty good. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. So, like, we could make another dude here, or we can just go Roar to special summon level 8 to make a rank 8. But I think it's probably better to just, like, keep the Roar and just do a special summon here and here. Like that. And just pass with double spirits. It's not bad. I mean, it's pretty good. Okay, Bingo Machine goes there. So, Bingo Machine, we can just go, like... Always Wishes. We already have a Roar, so we just do a Majesty. And I guess a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Not really. See, this hand is kind of mediocre per se. It's not great. It's not bad, but it's not great. I don't know. What do you guys think, though? You think Bingo Machine is needed, or should we not play this? I feel like without multiple of this, it's a little weaker. It's really just like you have a 33% chance to get your wishes, or you just like, I guess, I mean, to be honest, if I don't have the Roar in my hand already, we have a 66% chance to get Roars. I mean, it's still, maybe still good, right? It's still good. So like, say we get dished like Majesty instead, right? We don't get the wishes. Oh, dang it, right? We can just like normal summon Sage. We have double Sage in hand, which is good. This is good because now we can just go Maiden for True Light. And then we can go Roar to special summon a Blue Eyes out of the deck. Back to Maiden to special summon herself back to the board. And then we can go for a Synchro Summon here. And then we can go Sage effect, targeting the Maiden. And then we trigger Maiden's effects to special summon the Blue Eyes back. If we want to go for a rank 8, for example. Or if we want to go for Synchro, we just bring back the tuner monster, right? So, a lot of wiggle room here, man. And this ends on a double pop Majesty with the Drill Beam active. I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, right? So say we just wanted to go for we want to go for the rank 8 instead, right? We want to go for the rank 8. So we summon a Blue Eyes. She goes out. Then we summon this dude from the deck. Instead, I think it's probably better with the pop for the Majesty. So it's one pop, but then we also like, you know, so. That's pretty good, dude. Ending on a Spirit, Hope Harbinger. We have a pop plus Planetite Drill Beam. Not bad. Not bad, right? So Bingo Machine Go has some merit, you know. That's a great hand. So here we go. We got Wishes, discarding Stone. So then we will gosh, if only we can search Kaiba Mans with Bingo Machine Go. That would be so dope. That'd be so dope, dude. It'd be so good. Here's the thing though, is we have the Protector. Like, do I already have True Light, so I really don't need Maiden here. I think if I have Protector, I think I should just get Kaiba Man instead. I think it's just a better card. I think it's just a better card, chat. Like, no cap. I think when you have Protector, I think Kaiba Man's just a better card. And then we can bingo machine go here, and we could just reveal triple alternatives, man, and just have an alternative here, right? Yeah, then we just go protector, effects, special summon Kaiba Man from hand, affected Kaiba Man, special summon a blue eyes white dragon. Like, dude, I mean, we're cooking. Look at this, man, we're cooking. Painful choices at 95, bro. No chance. No chance. Look at this, man. We're cooking right here. This is dope. Look at this, man. we're cooking out here, bro. Literally cooking right now, man. This is sick. Look at this, dude. Look at this. This is insane. This is insane. Bro, and the fact that you can equip the Neo to the alternatives because they're blue eyes white dragons is pretty sick, man. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty good, brother. There you go. We can set true light and pass again with the double guide. I mean, it looks like I'm just on first go. I mean, this is pretty clean. Like, here we go. Look at this pure eyes map, dude. Oh my gosh, this is a hand where you just want to lose your marbles, dude. You know what I mean? You just want to lose your marbles with a hand like this. We search Maiden. Oh no, I was supposed to search Sage. My bad. That was a mistake. Let's search Sage there. But you can just discard the Maiden. It is what it is. But yeah, being able to search this, right? This dude, the Protector. It sucks that this guy's not 0 though, because it's very relevant for you know, the play we just did. And you can't search with the Pure Rise. That kind of sucks. That's kind of a big deal, man. Honestly, it's actually a really, really big deal that you can't search him. You have to like hard draw. We have to hard draw the Protector for like the best combo, right? Because like now with this play, because we searched that Maiden with Pure Rise, I cannot summon her back, right? We cannot summon her back here. Cannot summon her back here. Dude, this looks clean. These plays are pretty cool. I mean, these combos are not half bad, dude. I mean, Kaiba Man just searching out the jet, like that's cool, dude. This is pretty cool. It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. Hey, Graceful Charity, dude. There it is. Yo. All right, we'll send Blue Eyes. We'll send Stone. We'll search a Blue Eyes. And we get to use Graceful freaking Charity, chat. Here we go. Yo! Discard Kaiba Man and Pure Rise map there. And we're cooking. Let's go. Normal summon. Effect. Special. Effect. Yo. Blue Eyes is. That's so sick, dude. It's so sick, man. And we already have a Kaiba Man in the graveyard, so we can just activate it and search for the alternative here. Guys, look at this, man. We're cooking out here. Look at these cards. Look at this. We have so many plays. Like, it's great. Like, it's really cool. We're onto something here. We are onto something here, man. I need to quiet down though. I'm really loud. Sorry. I definitely gotta quiet down. I'm way too loud. But yeah, guys, this is cool. These plays are really good. These are really, really good. So like in a situation like this, we can just go like roar, alternative. Yep. And like either way with this, it's good. Like if we get dealt alternative, it's good. If we get dealt roar, it's good. But what do you guys think so far? What do you guys think of the build for our first go about it? So here's where this play is actually really gonna go hard, dude. Really gonna go hard. Right? This is where this just goes really hard, right? We just go. This is probably gonna be like the best play we can do. Normal summon this. Special summon Kaiba-Man. Kaiba-Man effect with the blue eyes is boom, boom, boom. Special summon Blue Eyes. And then we'll go Effective Maiden. And then we'll go Synchro for you and you. And then we'll go Roar. Then we'll use her effect to get out our good old True Light. Then we'll Synchro again. Actually, here we can just use our wishes real quick too. Equip here. Then Synchro for another Spirit. Obviously, Nib will just completely cook this deck. I mean, real talk. Nib will just absolutely dominate this deck. Nib will totally dominate this deck. Nothing I can do about it. But it is what it is. But I think this is probably like our best M board, dude. Without like too much stuff going into the weeds. This is probably our best M board. It's pretty good. Double Spirit plus Hope Harbinger. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I like this very, very much. Yeah, I think the Bingo Machine Goes are actually pretty cool, man. Just be able to search the roars and the alternatives. It's not bad. Okay, this is a hand. This is a hand that's like really like, I guess it's not bad. Like we go Maiden to place the True Light again. And then we go effective this to grab out wishes. Yeah, fiber jars are 30, of course. Discard you to search. I feel like Kaiba-Man is always the best starter with this deck. I think Sage is probably better to use in the hand than as a searcher. Unless our hand is like really cracked, then we can normal summon the Sage first. But I think in this deck, guys, Kaiba-Man is going to be the God card. I really do. I think Kaiba-Man is the GOAT in this version. This is our best starter other than Protector. It's Kaiba-Man. I really think it is, dude. I think this is our best starter, dude. Yeah, we can just go here, Synchro, and then we have effective Sage to target the Maiden, trigger the Maiden effect. So we're gonna get double Blue Eyes out here. So we can go Blue Eyes. Special summon now the Jet. Effect a Kaiba-Man on a new chain. Banish it to search out a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Special summon alternative if we want to, right? Like it just is so much here. Like these cards really work well together. Like look at this. Like this is great. These cards are really good, man. I mean, at the end of the day, if you can't like go into your extra deck too much. Still, look, I have 4 monsters on the board that are huge. 3,000, 3,000, 2,500, 3,000. Right? Like, this is pretty good. It's pretty good, man. Bingo Machine Go. for wishes. Do we just... Hold on. Do we even need to play Graceful Charity? Should we just play 2 wishes instead? Isn't it just better? Wouldn't wishes just be better? Like, why am I playing Dragon Ravine as well? Like, what's the point of that? Like, all of it, like, literally all these cards I can just search. Like, I've literally been able to just rotate all these cards, you know? I don't think we need Dragon's Ravine either. I think this card's probably a waste. I still think Card of Safe Return would be better than Graceful Charity, in all honesty. But I think a second Wishes might be better. I don't know, what do you guys think? 2 Wishes? Do you like the Graceful Charity? I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like the extra consistency on wishes would be so much better. I really do. The extra consistency I think would just be so much more useful here. Because like, what do we, like, our draw, we don't really need draw power. Like, I feel like, yeah, we have a lot of bricks at the same time, but like, there's also, there's so much searching, dude. So many of these cards, so much searching in the deck. So like, let's see here. This is 97. We cut out U and then add in, now I have 10 points left still. I cut this out and add in wishes. I have 10 points I can still play with. We have 10 more points I can still play with here. Huh. Chaos stuff? I mean, I don't really have any dark monsters, dude. There's no dark monsters. Dominus Purge is a is 10. We could play 1 Purge. I could play 1 Purge at the end of the day. It's not, let's take a look at the other cards on this list. Hold up. What's 10? That would be like pretty cool. Let's see here. Or like even a couple 5ers, a couple 5s. Let's just like go through here. Deck Lockdown, classic. Evenly matched? That's a 5? Oh, it's a 10. That's pretty crazy. Huh. Evenly matched is definitely a choice. Evenly matched is definitely a choice. Joel and Lockbird is a choice. Forbidden Droplet is a choice. Droplet would not be good in this deck. Chalice. 2 Chalices. Could be cool. 2 more monster negates. It's like start your turn, just be like chalice something, chalice something. It'd be pretty good. I don't want to play Mulch Armies. Nah, I don't want to play the Mulch Armies. Not at all. I have no desire to play those. I could do 2 Ghost Ogres, or I can do 1 Ghost Ogre, 1 Ghost Spell, because they're both 5. That's also an option. Light Barrier. Yes. Okay. Hi, puppies. Oh. The babies. Good night. Metamorphosis would be pretty cool. Sure. Sounds good. Can do one nib. That's a 10. Nib would be not good though. Ooh, Photon Lord is a 10. We can summon that in the turns when we're not dragon locked. He's a rank 8, right? That card rank 8? I think it is. Yeah, it's a rank 8. It's a pretty good card. Photon Lord could be a part of the like end board. Yeah, it's tough. There's just a lot of good cards to play. You know, there really are a lot of good cards to like think about. Snatch Steal is also an option. Could be pretty good. Super Poly is an option. We have to change our extra deck up though, for sure, for that one. Blackout Laughs is a good card. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what my favorite pick would be from these cards. I really don't know what my favorite pick would be. I think 2 Forbidden Chalice could be pretty cool though, man, to be honest. Like it's negates. Like if I go first, I set them and they're basically like imperms. Just obviously when you go second, you just have to like negate them on your turn. You drop it, you know, you land chalice. That could be cool. I don't know. I feel like monster negate cards can be probably really helpful in this format. Right off just first thoughts of it. You know, Change of Heart is also a very good option. A Change of Heart could be pretty nasty. Change of Heart actually in a format like, especially because I'm synchro summoning, dude, could be pretty broken. But then it's a very specific level I need. Nah, Change of Heart's bad. I need a very specific level for it to be useful. Nah, that's not good. Personally, I like the Forbidden Chalice the most, guys. I think Chalice has a lot of merit. 2 Forbidden Chalices. I think this could be pretty good. This is a negate. I don't know. We'll throw them in as placeholders for now, I guess. But there you go. Yeah, these are the cards all we need. This is all we need, dude. We just need Protector and Kaiba Man. That's it. Protector and Kaiba Man. What sucks though is, you know, in all honesty, like a hand like this, if they just Veiler the Protector, like we're cooked, you know? That is gonna be like the problem. Like Veiler, Imperm, like negating these monsters, like the Kaiba Man, negating the Kaiba Man, negating the Protector, negating the Sage, will just really suck. And I'll be very honest, that will be a problem. That is a problem for sure. Definitely a problem. But yeah. See, that's the extent of this turn. Nothing really good at the end of the day. I mean, it's nothing to like write home about, you know? Not a good hand. Definitely need those extra cards. We definitely need to have access to like the Maiden, the True Light, the Roars, the, you know, Wishes. We need all those cards with the Protector and with the you know, the Kaiba Man. Like this is like a hand that just has everything we need, you know? Because like I'm saying, I think this card is probably just gonna be a better like card to use in your hand instead of using it as your normal summon. Because we're not gonna get the two summons, right? Because we can't search our mausoleum unless we play like terraformings and Is terraforming on the list? Does anybody know? Terraforming? Yeah, it is. It's a 33, man. That's insane. Yikes. 33 on the terraforming, dude. But it makes sense. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So many broken field spells. It makes sense. Okay, so True Light. Let me just like work through this. So True Light for you. For wishes. Then we'll wishes, discarding, I guess with this hand. Just for combo purposes. No, I think the roar. Can we just search another roar? I don't even need the roar, do I? Yeah, we'll search Kaiba Man. And we'll search. We can go Bingo Machine Go, or we can go Majesty. That's the thing. It's just like if we have the hand where we just like want to keep extending, we go Bingo Machine Go to get Blue Eyes alternatives. So you get the Blue Eyes alternative and the Blue Eyes Jet in rotation off the Kaiba Man. I mean, it's pretty good. Like it's like a lot. It's a lot of stuff there. Let's see what we can do with just like this, with just these cards. So if I search Majesty instead, so this is gonna be normal, special, special, and then synchro, special. Yeah, it's gonna be normal, normal, special, maiden special, synchro, use effect, target, special, special. I mean, it's still a lot, you know. Still a lot there. We don't get to do the Majesty, but we can do the Jet, I guess. Like have the Jet in our hand. I think the Bingo Machine is just better. I think the Bingo Machine, if like we're just gonna like go for like raw card power, I think the Bingo Machine is probably just the better card. So we go this to special summon Kaiba Man. Then we go effect the Kaiba Man. This allows us to then special summon a Blue Eyes. Aqua Dolphining people? How do you want to do that? So then here we can go Girl. That's pretty good. And then we can Synchro into Spirit. And then we can go Bingo Machine for alternative. Wishes alternative. And then I'll just pick one at random. Okay, I got alternative. I close my eyes. And then here we can go Sage, target Maiden, Chain Maiden. And then use the Maiden to special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon back. Special summon Blue Eyes Jet out of the deck. Effect a Kaiba Man to search for Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's really good, man. Like this is pretty good. Chat, this is pretty nasty. These plays are insanity. This is really, really good stuff. Like we're definitely onto something here, dude. Like I'm not kidding. We are onto something here. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Let me go alternative. Just a special. And then we can make, because we're not dragon locked, I could go for, oh no, we are dragon locked. We'll go Hope Harbinger. And there you go. Like that's like that's a crazy field. I mean, look at that. I mean, we're able to summon double spirit dragons plus Hope Harbinger, brother. I mean, that's really, really good. And then I can just go Tyrant next turn. As well if I need to, you know. Like it's pretty good. I mean, at first, like first go, like this deck's doesn't look bad. I do miss the Primate cards a lot, but like we can't play them because we don't want to normal summon Ether Barrel anymore. We want to summon Kaiba Man, dude. We want to normal summon Kaiba Man. So this is a good hand too. Like we, Dragon Shrine, we go Blue Eyes. We send the stone effect to search out Blue Eyes White Dragon, right? It's really, really good there. And then we go Wishes, discarding. I guess we can discard Blue Eyes here. Yeah, we can just discard Blue Eyes here. to then search for a So the question is, if I don't decide to do the Kaiba Man play, what's the like repercussion there? Like if I just go like normal summon Sage and then search. I guess there's also like, this is another thing too with the Kaiba Mans is I guess you could like normal summon Sage to search the Kaiba Man and then discard the Kaiba Man for your wishes. Because then when you do summon the Blue Eyes White Dragons, the Kaiba Man can use its graveyard effect regardless. You don't get to summon the Blue Eyes with the Kaiba Man per se, but like, you know, it's still value there. So yeah, with a hand like this, I feel like it's probably better to go for the Maiden. And then the Sage will just like search the Veiler. It's probably the case. Or we could actually go search Sage. Could search Sage because then Sage can just go ahead and use its effect to search out Maiden. Yeah, I mean that's not bad either, chat. Yeah, that's not bad either. Because the double Sage is still a play, right? Now we go Roar. Summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Back to Maiden. I should have been the one from the deck. That was a mistake. Actually, no, it's not because we need it for the alternative. Actually, we can't do that alternative play. So we should have, yeah, summoned the one from the deck there, because then the Majesty is going to be a triple pop. Yeah, that's pretty good. So we can go here, Sage effect, again, just using it on her. I think it's good. I think it's good to just, if we have the double Sage with the girl, it's just as good as Protector Kaiba, man. It really is. It's just as good. So here's if we want to make a synchro or do we want to make a rank 8 is really the like decision there. Really is the decision there. I don't know. Kind of cool. I think we're onto something here. But all right, seems like everyone's falling asleep, so I'm gonna peace out myself. So appreciate you guys just hanging out tonight. We just kind of like noodle around with this new version of Yu-Gi-Oh a little bit. I think it's definitely got some merit. Really do. I think there's a lot of fun things that can be explored here, and I'm really excited to keep diving into this version of the Yu-Gi-Oh a lot. So definitely make sure to like the stream though if you haven't already, please and thank you. It helps us out a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and if you haven't joined our Discord server yet, definitely join our Discord server. I'll drop a invite again into the chat. Thank you so much, Galactic, for the 15-month channel resub, dude. Thanks, man. I really appreciate everybody that becomes channel members or Patreons. Like, I really, truly helps so much. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much, dude. Yeah, we're 9 channel members away from my next like big goal of hitting 30 recurring channel members. So thank you guys so much for all the support there. Once I get 30 recurring channel members, I can get another emote slot unlocked as well for you guys. So it's gonna be really, really cool to see what our next emote we want to have would be. But yeah, I'm sure there's something else important I'm supposed to say, but I'm too tired. Too tired. It's midnight at this point. But you guys have a great rest of your night. Keep on exploring your you know, Yu-Gi-Oh Genesys. Let me know what other fun things you can think of or try. We'll definitely visit this again in the near future here. I think there's a lot of merit to looking into this type of Yu-Gi-Oh a lot. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. We'll be live again tomorrow. Talking more about we're gonna be doing TCG stuff tomorrow. So looking at the current modern decks. But all right, guys, have a good night. Peace out.
I summon forth.
Yo,
myself,
Trevor,
Cyberman.
hold up. Thank you so much, man.
Trevor Greeley has become a caberman.
1 second, man, before we go. Let me, Yo. 1 second, dude. 1 second. Let me sign you your Cyberman card. 1 sec. Let me grab it. Yeah, anytime you guys become a channel member, either you become one on the stream or you do your resub on the stream for the first time, I sign a Cyberman for you. It's a fun little thing we started a little bit ago, and I'll send it to you as a gift in the mail. The tier 1s, you get the normal Cyberman. If you do tier 2, you get the ultra rare Cyberman. Same goes for people that join the Patreon. You get signed copies of each of your cards. You get either a Lord of D, a Dictator of D, a King of D, or different variations of Blue Eyes White Dragons depending on your tier. So thank you so much, man. Let's go to, do I have a top down view for this one? Hold on. Let me see. Oh, I do. It is here. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. All right, here's your Kyber, man. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much, man. Big love to you, man. That's sick. Thank you so much, dude. I'll go and sign that Kyber, man, for you. Yeah, shoot me a message on Discord or Facebook or whatever, and I get your shipping address so I can ship it out to you, dude. I'll get it shipped out to you ASAP. Thanks, man. Appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much, dude. Heck yeah. The Cybermen continue to grow. So we can change this to 22. Thank you so much, dude. Hell yeah, man. Love the content you're putting out. Well, thanks, dude. I really appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much. I'm enjoying making it. Quite a lot. Quite a lot. Sweet, man. Well, thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. All right. Now it's time to say goodnight once again. I really appreciate that so much, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, Devastators. Oh, I'm gonna add your name onto the wall of names now too. Your name will get added on here as well, dude. So every video and every live stream, you'll get a shout out as well, man. Because you're a Kyber man. Yeah. Thank you so much, Devastator Squad. Though, have a great rest of your night. Seriously, thank you so much for all the fun and support tonight. It was a lot of fun checking out Yugioh Genesys. Yeah, we'll be live again tomorrow night as well, and we'll catch you then. So, Devastator Squad, have a great rest of your night, and until the next time I see you, stay awesome. Peace.